time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Oh, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that music. I actually that shit is really consistent.
You know,
The
it was organic.
Yeah, y'all. I think one of y'all hit the music. I didn't know it was a music thing.
You know, you can program whatever you want in there. I just ain't took the time to do it.
We got fucking thing.
Yeah, we got to get the good.
Come with my own shit. It's just content.
The gun cock. We got to get the five. Yeah, I got to get that.
And that's the one right there.
Hit the cap button. Yeah, I'd put my own little shindig on there, but
try to throw his own shit on there. This is crazy.
Hit the cap button on him ASAP.
You know, everybody had their own thing. You know, hey, what did we bring back yesterday? Explain bang.
Explain banging, originality.
You need to take Snitch 9, that shit he trying to do.
Explain banging is going crazy right now.
He said I walk shit there.
I walk shit there.
Doing niggas do low. We gotta start bringing back terms up that's been kind of in a hiatus. We gotta bring it back out.
Nah, cause you know they bringing back all the streetwear. I'm seeing True Religion going crazy. Yeah. Von Dutch going crazy.
The ladies got the Ed Hardy sweatsuits.
Ed Hardy, they going crazy. I just seen Mark Echo in the stores. I'm like, damn. Then I seen a FUBU shirt. I damn near grabbed it just for the culture. Like, fuck.
Hey, I would all those brands. That resonates with me. That is nostalgia right there.
Bring back Carl Kanai denim outfits. I used to leave Kanai.
You want cross colors now?
Man, come on, bro.
Hey, I be cross colored out the game for the spring. You know, I like to dress for the seasons. I'm a seasonal dresser in terms of color coordination. Now today, I'm just fresh out the gym type stuff. But if I have a choice in the matter, I want to kind of dress with the season in whatever style of dress. I want to keep it coordinated with the season.
Shit, Rod, never stop cross dressing. Cross color.
That's how I try to get
cross color, my bad.
Yeah, he's trying to get this
already.
Hey, what's that right there? Hey, what they say? Byron always trying to win.
Hey,
Byron, stop trying to get a win.
Stop trying to get a win.
What's the movie with Vin Rays when he was dressing up?
When he had the dress on? I forget which one. Damn, I know which one you're talking about too.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Damn, even Vin Rays wore a dress. God,
they all.
Hey, I always think
really. I think Denzel the only one who didn't do.
He kissed somebody.
Allegedly,
he kissed a grown man and admitted to it.
Allegedly,
in what capacity?
And the last one he was just in the Roman one, the Roman movie.
This is what. Hold on. No, right. This is what I'm.
Gladiator 2.
This is what I'm saying. Allegedly, I'm like, they felt like he came so long without doing no weird stuff that they probably told him you just got to say something. Like, that's what I'm looking at it, because they said they took the scene out. So did the scene really even happen, or did they just make it?
All right, Messiah trying to save grace. He trying to save.
I'm not trying to say it. Niggas cap
he threw his cape
all the time.
Oh, he playing the character now?
That's the name of the movie where Vin Rays was cross-dressed. That's the name of the movie, Holiday Art.
And I used to show it on BET religiously. That's why I actually even knew. I'm like that, because you keep seeing something so often, you're gonna end up, well, let me watch it. Unfortunately, it was a good movie. Unfortunately, I seen
they gonna kill you in the comments by saying
that character. But if you are just into the craft, he showed his range. If you're just gonna look at it solely from his craft, Vin Rames has range. However, considering the climate we living in and how men feel, you hate to see him dress up and play that character.
What range you think Vin Rames got in acting?
He's typically known as the masculine gangster, a masculine man, a gangster cat, a street cat. His characters are something along those lines. He also shows how witty and intelligent he is in Mission Impossible, which is one of my favorite movies to watch. I actually prefer that over the James Bond franchise, but I like both. So Vin Rames is witty and intelligent in those types of movies. The movie that we're speaking on, he showed his range in playing practically a transgender or homosexual character in that era.
No, I feel you. I feel like
Got the Drake
I feel like Vin Rhames only played two things.
Here come the beige
Here
rage.
comes the yellow.
Beige rage.
You say you bring it
Beige
away?
rage.
I'm bringing objectivity back to the following.
Nah.
They said bring Kali back.
Listen, we need him.
Serious. What we on, man?
We was wasting time, bro. We were talking about how great Holiday Heart was, his range of cross dressing, like all Drake fans is doing out here.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't know what side they want to be on.
And all Drake fans have an aesthetic, y'all. Go to my page for those of y'all that follow me.
Bro, been roasted.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. If for those of you who elect to follow me or do on any of my social threads, specifically Instagram, go look at what I'm talking about and tell me if I'm lying. Drake fans have a certain aesthetic or aura or style of dress. You know, you got them dusty looking Drake fans. He on there, y'all go see. Then you got the beige rage ones, you know, but like they look like a Travis Kelce type dude, but in all cultures, they got that Travis Kelce look. Vibe.
Hey,
it's I don't know. It's got this look.
Let's jump right into it, bro. Let's jump right into it, man.
Okay, you know, we gotta cover this. So Drake dropped the trifecta, dropped 3 albums in one day. Some say it was a genius move. He is now no longer a part of UMG. He now has allegedly billion-dollar offers for his independence now that he's off of UMG. But we gotta go analyze the albums. Now, the last 2, what was it, Habibi and what was the other one?
Maid of Honor.
Maid of Honor, both trash. I tried to give him a chance. He was singing, he was whining, he was crying. Complete garbage. To me, those were throwaways just to get off of UMG. And Iceman was a preview of what he plans to do after UMG. So in my mind, he threw a couple bangers on there and he threw a couple throwaways on there. So the standout songs to me on Iceman, since that's the only album that really matters, Make Them Cry, solid. Whisper My Name was all right. Johnny STFU was hard. Shebang is hard. Make Them Pay, that's the best song on the album to me. National Treasure was cool. Plot Twist was decent. Too Hard for the Radio was actually cool in the whip, despite the hate that it got. And Lil Birdie was hard to me.
Lil Birdie was one of my
Everything else was skip. But I'm not gonna say the album was completely trash. I listened to it. I'm gonna even take the glasses off. I'm not these niggas. I'm Drake is trash because he's soft. I'm gonna keep it real. Objectively, it was mid, but it did have standout tracks. Now, if he would have did the whole album like the songs I just named, he could have possibly got away with having a classic, but the crying, the whining, oh, you did me wrong, I'm on this revenge tour.
Explain
banging.
Man.
It got a little overkill.
What did I tell you he was going to do in the last track that we had, our track? And fast forward, because, you know, you just pay attention to habits, right? How you do one thing is how you do everything. So he's continued to be himself, whether it's through a beef, like this is who he is. Now, at times it's worked for him. This time it's working against him.
Okay, how is the music? Because I want to hear y'all takes on the songs, not Drake himself. How is the music?
Okay, honestly, I really tried to listen to it. I don't even know what the other 2 sound like. Every song that everybody in the chat said they like, I thought everything I heard was horrible. I even played the shit back twice. And I live near and or in downtown LA, and I was headed to Long Beach, downtown Long Beach. So anybody who's familiar with our city, that's at least 45-minute drive. So I purposely set it up. I set it up that way to be like, hey, I'm in traffic. I gotta listen to this, play it back. Man, listen,
so you said it was whack.
Horrible.
Messiah,
atrocious.
what you say?
It was mid. It was mid. For a nigga to take 2 years to make an album, he basically made 2 years just to respond to all his quote unquote haters, and it was mid. I'm at this point now. It's like everybody want the old Drake. The old Drake is long gone. He's no longer. His ghostwriters is not. They extinct. He's not coming back. At this point, Drake makes party music and he makes people. He makes music for people with a 9th grade reading level. That's where he's at.
9th grade reading level is crazy.
No, because I'm saying people
I think
be
that's too high. He said 9th grade.
People be acting like his cadence is he's good at the flow and on being on tracks, but his cadence ain't that deep. Like niggas be acting like Chud just dropped some lyrical miracle bars. Like yeah, it's not. It's simple. It's simple shit.
the
2 + 2 = 4.
voice.
Yeah, but to me overall, I wasn't feeling it.
Let me add one thing. So to me, this album was the first album that we get to hear with zero influence of the culture. So Drake been tucked away in Canada for the last 2 years. He ain't been hanging around his West Coast partners that he cut off. He ain't been hanging around his Atlanta partners that upped and disappeared. This is literally the 6th is what you hearing. Unseasoned Canadian bacon. That's what this album is. It has zero Black American hip hop influence on it, and you can hear it and you can tell it. When Drake was hanging around them niggas, running around with Ross and them, you could hear the influence. He running around with Young Thug and Future. You can hear the influence.
Well, we can't
His
say
music
zero.
had a little more soul.
We can't say zero because he ran back to Future.
I know he ran back to him, and that song was
He went
ass.
back to Atlanta.
Horrible. We stuffed that back to Atlanta.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
ass.
Oh man.
So
hey, bro,
I'm gonna just say this: the intro was dope because I'm gonna make it quick. Cause I won't. Kylie, I'm ready for my boy.
Yeah.
So ran to Atlanta. I did like the intro. The intro was cool. The beat switch up.
That was hard.
I forgot the name of the song. That one was cool. Whisper My Name was cool. And again, I'm being objectively. And Lil Birdie, or Birdie Told Me Something. That song was good. Those are songs that I can actually like. All right, I can get with. Now, we always talk about the influence of Drake and what he's doing. When I was on social media last night, chilling, laid up watching. Shout out to the Dunder Ranch. As I was scrolling during a commercial break, Young Miami got more motion than Drake. For all my scamming ass niggas at. She got more play on social media than any Drake song that took off. And that nigga put out 3 albums.
That's rage bait.
No, that's dead ass serious.
This nigga rage bait.
I see comedians, Mojo Brooks, he's singing a song. I see what's a gangbang? What's anyway, everybody's bumping her shit more than Drake shit.
Hold on, you heard this on Power 106?
Not at all, bro.
We know you're a radio nigga.
You trying to be funny. You trying to be funny. I'm being dead ass serious. Young Miami got more motion on her that one song, and I don't even like the song, but she got more motion on the play algorithm than this whole album do. I'm talking about Iceman. Straight up.
Crazy.
I'm dead ass serious. Look it up right now.
You crazy, bro.
Look it up right now.
He already is number one.
Y'all always talk
he
about
already
I'm talking
passed
about the
GNX,
single, bro.
And he's already passed Not Like Us.
Again, bro. So we're going off of numbers now because you're the main
You
one that
said motion. You said he got her song. Got more. Okay, hold on.
Time out. Motions and numbers is 2 different things. The numbers can put up there, but the culture's not feeling it. The culture is feeling Young Miami's song right now than this Drake album.
We can have that debate. Let's get Kylie's
All right, but I'm just letting you know
analysis
right
of the
now,
album,
real talk.
and I'm finna cook you. I'm gonna get another win as usual.
I think that's just Short's algorithm to me, to be honest. This is what I'll say. I think the album, I'll give production 10 out of 10. Me personally, the 18 tracks, I think every beat was good. All the beat switches were good. You could tell 40 has his hand back in the beat selection and the production of it because to me the beats were great compared to For All the Dogs and some other things that he had in between from Scorpion till now. To me, beat selection is great. I think he dwelled a little bit too much on Kendrick and some of the beefs and people who wronged him. So I do agree that he dwelled a little bit too much. I don't think it was like necessarily him being on some victim shit. It's just this is the first time we're really getting to hear him off tour, kind of away from UMG to really be able to do his own thing and talk about it in depth, which is what the fans wanted. So for me, this isn't a Take Care. This isn't a Nothing Was the Same or even a Scorpion. But to me, he delivered because he did what the fans asked him to. He went back, he got introspective, talked about his dad, talked about his feelings with the beef and other things about how I need to dig deeper, etc. So he went and he did that. And then on top of that, a lot of people are like, well, he's still shooting. But if you go to Firm Friends, that song, I think it's track 17, he talks about J. Cole and how J. Cole bowed out, right? And he was like, nigga, I'll die before I bow out. So to me, that's respectful. Niggas can say, oh, you still shooting, but it's up forever. Fuck niggas, that is what it is. It's the first time I'm able to do that. So I respected that as well. Bars, I think his cadence is the same shit we've been hearing for the last however many years, right? Like since he switched it up, I think after Nothing Was the Same. Once If You're Reading This, It's Too Late came, that cadence has been That's been his bread and butter. So to me, that was nothing new. He gave us witty punchlines and some bars. Damn near every other line he said, whether they were corny or not, a lot of them didn't land, but he tried. The rollout, the artistic rollout, all of that stuff, he tried. He put the work in. So I can't come up here and be like, he didn't really try to put the work in.
How many times you gonna say try like you trying to make this shit sound like it's
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to.
you trying motherfucker right now. You trying, you are
Cali,
I said try several times. Try is like kinda, like not that good, like it wasn't fucking good. You're trying really hard.
Yeah.
I was trying.
I think because
the reason is
trying to let him land.
it's not that shit land.
Nah, that shit
but
was horrible.
it's like Cali to say like even like to me it's like he bowed out when you didn't respond to Not Like Us. You bowed out. Why are you responding to it? Took you 2 years, nigga. If we talking about rap beats, you was talking about Kendrick need to respond within 24 hours, nigga.
What?
So now I'm just saying. So you go off in 2 years and you come back and make all these shots at Jay, LeBron, all these niggas. Even if that's cool, you could have did that on one track, nigga. Your whole album was talking about being hurt and how your ego is bruised, nigga. That's all it is to me, because now you at a point, the nigga said, I know how Meek Mill felt in the mirror after the Kendrick shit. Like, shut your ass up, nigga. You was getting your ass slayed. That's all it was.
Outside the bias, it was okay. It wasn't a bad album, bro. It wasn't the best he's ever done. It was not a classic.
Okay, let me ask you. One mic. Let me. Okay, I got another question for y'all.
Wait, hold on. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get me to say something is greater than what it is. I'm giving you my exact opinion. Whether you like it or not, that's what you.
It's not a matter.
I'm right here in the middle with it. I don't think it's a take care or nothing was the same, because that's on a very, very high level to reach. Those types of things only happen once in a lifetime. And it's not worse than For All the Dogs or the other throwaways. To me, it's in the middle. He delivered, bro. To me personally, he delivered. He got some bops on there. He has some introspective shit on there. Again, a lot of it is biased and niggas on the internet saying they hate it, or even if they hate it or not, that's cool. Bro.
I don't even say
I don't think it's worse than anything he's put out in the last 10 years.
I'll be honest. I'm not gonna say I hate it, but I can't let y'all go with this because y'all said this was the savior in hip hop.
There we go.
So now it's I got a few questions. Is hip hop back in its place where it's supposed to be? And who had? I think GNX is better than all three of those albums.
Boom.
I think the Fall Off was better than Cuz shit. And I got a question for y'all. So who had the better albums then? Even though GNX was what, a year or two ago? Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. Who had the best shit since they last dropped?
Let me say this. Shout out to Drake, because whether you like the albums or not, this is the most hip hop has been talked about in a long time.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Bro. This is the most hip hop has been talked about in a long time. They literally had the fucking White House remix his album cover on top of countless corporations. Now, we all know that's the Jewish in them, that's the Jewish ties, but nonetheless, the microscope is back on hip hop.
It's the Michael Jackson that got.
They was just saying that rap was dead. Now they acting like rap been revived. Whether you think the music is trash or not, whoever album you like better or not, that's all objective. The point is the energy is back in rap right now, and the energy was not there just a week ago.
It took 2 years for this nigga to respond, bro. That's why, because you was getting your ass whooped, handed to you by Kendrick, bro. GNX album, to answer his question, GNX album is better than all this Drake album, straight up. And on top of that as well, we was bumping Kendrick shit as if it was like popping in the clubs. Right now, I don't hear a Drake song.
And went nowhere.
I was out last night.
No.
I just came out. I was out. No. Hold on. Let me. And this is the same niggas who say all three albums is hard, and it just came out last. I'm not saying you, bro. Don't project. I'm just saying most Drake supporters will say all three of the albums is classic. And let's just be real, they're not.
I didn't hear nobody say that. I haven't heard everybody say it was me.
You haven't been on the social media.
I have. All of his social media glazers was saying that it's not hitting. He's not the same. They have been objectively keeping it real.
This like this the best shit.
This is like, again, everybody makes like it's the best shit ever. I'm not gonna hate on Drake. Again, I listen to the album objectively. Every time I heard a song, I put it in a group chat like, look, this is cool. But I'm gonna say this. From last drops of all these artists that you just named, Kendrick got the best album.
Okay,
I'm not even debating or arguing that.
I agree that.
That's what we at.
Can I real quick?
Yeah.
You know what this all sounds like? A participation fucking trophy. Oh, you get an A for fucking effort. Yeah, that's cool. On some, hey, bro, fight for real. Catch the fade. But fuck this moral victory shit. This sounds like a moral victory.
I think Kendrick's more of a moral victory. than
Bro,
this.
hey, I don't want to hear none of that. You just explained banged. Everybody explained, yeah, we don't agree that it was good. However, the shit didn't resonate. And say what it is. I don't give a damn about A for effort. Most motherfuckers, if somebody hits you right now, Kylie, you gonna hit back, right?
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
okay.
not what.
But if you get your ass whooped, what they gonna remember? You hitting back or you getting your ass whooped?
I mean, real niggas is gonna remember the fight.
No. I'm talking about getting your ass whooped, not
point blank,
losing.
period.
Getting your ass whooped.
I'm not finna give
No,
like.
hear what I asked
I
you.
hear you. But
So answer the question.
I'm not giggling at
Listen,
those
listen,
niggas
listen.
that got
Listen,
their
let me
ass
make
whooped
something
if they
clear.
got down. If you get down, you got down.
It's gonna be
simple as that.
respected.
No.
It's simple as that.
So
if you go out there, you catch a
even if a
fan,
nigga
then
get-
you
telling me-
down. And
so
on
y'all-
top of that,
Hold on, one mic.
So excuse me, I apologize, you guys. Etiquette.
Slide over a little bit
So
so you
you're
see.
telling me, I get the significance. The name of the game is get down, win, lose, or draw. The other part of that is you've lost fights. I've lost fights before, and then there's getting your ass whooped. I ain't never got my ass whooped.
UFC niggas get knocked out, and I'm still gonna respect that UFC nigga the same way.
Okay, hold on. Have you seen the motherfucker get their
Let
ass
me
whooped?
interject. Let me interject real quick about the time span. Yeah, he took 2 years, right? But this is the same thing they said about Nas. When Nas took 6 months to drop Ether. Nas taking 6 months to drop Ether when he did it is the equivalent of Drake waiting 2 years.
Bruh, 2 years
It was
and 6 months
hold
is
on.
not the same.
At the climate of hip hop back then, it was unfathomable to wait 6 months to drop a diss track. They said Nas' career was over. He probably wasn't listening to Nas back then. I was a Nas fan back then, so I remember sitting there waiting, and everybody at school saying, "Man, Takeover ended Nas," and I had to just sit there and just eat that shit. Pause. While niggas was saying Nas was done until he dropped
But
Ether.
didn't Nas have something going on with his mom's and personal life and stuff like that?
I'm not saying why. All I'm saying is I'm not even trying to give Drake grace, right? Out of line for waiting 2 years, in my opinion, after telling Kendrick, hey, drop. You got body because he dropped. But he did have the lawsuit going on, and once legal shit come into play.
He talking about not giving grace. He giving all the grace in the world.
I'm saying he don't get a pass, but if somebody wanted to have a little alley-oop, a glitch in the matrix, they could use that. But no, he don't get a pass from me for that.
Yeah.
You told him to drop, he dropped. Next body on you, you bowed out.
I agree. I do think GNX is the best out of this. Just because I think the music, the moment, obviously Kendrick being able to switch up his whole style, pay homage to certain LA artists, that to me is gonna go down in history. So I put GNX over any of the albums. But I just don't see the Drake album, this one at least, being as bad as a lot of people are trying to make it. Like For All the Dogs, that was terrible. The 100 Gigs, that was terrible. That was nothing like, to me, like this. This is more compared to Scorpion, which I will say is his last decent album. But everything in between then till now has been complete trash. This is the first time I'm like, okay, he kind of
It's crazy.
He's doing his thing.
It's crazy how people like change narratives about things when it comes to certain people. And it's the same thing. Niggas be complaining about when Kendrick take forever to drop his albums, and it better be something. If you taking 2 years to drop a fucking album, you're expecting a classic. We're not expecting nothing else. You did all this hype, nigga. You went and got blocks of ice on the streets, did everything, did all this extra shit, nigga, for promo. And people, and I hate when people use the numbers for as like, oh, it's #1 on Apple Music. Yes, everybody's gonna listen to it. This is one of the biggest artists of our generation, and you're expecting him to do something great. So I'm a listen to more of the album and revisit this conversation. But from what I heard right now, it's mid.
I think that the beef, and you said it on the last episode about an hour and 6 minutes in, is like, after that happened, you were done. You didn't want to hear nothing else.
Absolutely.
So that's
And I
to me,
understand
I don't
that.
disagree with that, but I just think that is the prevalent mindset going into this. So it's like, are we really getting the real opinion of people? Because if we flash back before the beef and he dropped it, the conversation surrounding it would be a lot different. We're saying he hasn't moved on from the beef, right? But I think he can't, because most of the fans or stans can't move on from the beef. I think there's a difference between stans also and just regular people who like to listen to music. I think the stans run social media, and that's where a lot of these narratives come. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah.
So, I stand corrected. Remember I talked about living vicariously? Well, I just found out. So I can recant what I said. I meant what I said, but I see men do it too, and I'm realizing that right now. We call them stands, I guess, the men. They living vicariously through this man.
I get that.
Man, this shit's sad. So yes, y'all can go back to that clip. I meant what I said, but I will say men do it too, because I'm watching this play out in real time with this. Mind you, when I'm making my takes or I have my opinion on this, it's literally an opinion. I did really go in objectively because I was hoping for the best. I wasn't going in to look for nothing wrong, but I also understood because of my level of awareness. I know that I shouldn't listen with a biased ear, but I understand I can't shake this feeling. But I know feelings are feelings, so I really tried hard.
So you just don't like a person?
No. But
Yeah, he don't like a person, so he like, fuck the music.
Before we go personal, hold on.
That's what it said.
I tried hard.
Before we go personal,
What feelings you got, nigga? You don't know,
I'm talking about to listen.
You don't know that nigga. What feelings you
I'm
got?
about to listen to the music where I'm like, okay, he's spitting. It just sounded like what I said.
Hey, real
you
talk,
explain
though,
back
bro.
and you
Hey,
whining.
let's get back to the music. Real
That's
talk.
what I'm talking
And all I'm
about.
saying is this, homie. We've been on this couch way too many times to make passes just because he's the biggest artist. He's a Wayne head. No pun intended, no gay shit. Bro, and when Wayne album got out, we was on bro bumper. Like, hey, homie, this shit is trash. I'm about to keep the same energy with Drake, bro. This shit is hot garbage overrun for Drake's standard. I'm gonna just keep it real. If it's not up to we compare people for the level they are. If Kobe had a bad game for Kobe scored 10
No, we
points.
don't care about you making it to the playoffs. You need to get a ring.
There we go. What I'm saying is this. Right now,
Funny
we're
how
not moving
I
the
just
goal.
said that.
Well, hold on. We're not moving the goalpost.
And I just said that.
We're not moving the goalpost right now. At the end of the day, this is not up to Drake's standard. Am I a Drake fan? Of course not. I don't fit his demographic. But I gave objectively, by the Drake standard, this shit is ass. We waited 2 years for this shit. It's not up to standards. Go back up there or go sign independent. Maybe you can become the richest rapper in the world. Then you'll have new content to rap about, and then you'll come back with a Drake banger. But overall, as of right now, this shit is low-key mid. I'm going to go back and listen to it, but I feel like by this summertime, there's not going to be a Drake hit that we all in there clubbing and vibing to. It's not about to be a Drake song.
I'm gonna be real.
They're gonna play his music. I just think it's hard for me to look at people like this as a rapper. I don't know no rappers from I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I don't know no rappers from our time that will drop 3 albums and not one album was just rap. Like this nigga sing more than he rap. That's my problem with it. Like, and a lot of people like that.
Y'all hold on, because y'all said y'all like the singing.
No,
Drake.
I didn't. I said I like when he rap. Nigga, go rewind the
Y'all
tape.
said y'all like the singing. No, I'm saying people said they like the
You ready to
melodies.
get on me, nigga. Say that. They like Drake.
I'm gonna keep it real. It was mid for a 2-year wait. Like I said, her BBT and Maid of
clean
Honor,
up.
garbage. Them is scratch both of them. Them is for the them ain't even for the bitches. My girl said turn this off. I'm tired of hearing the whine.
My chick was like, turn this shit off.
Iceman,
Other countries or whatever that is. I don't know what that's for.
there's nobody who gonna sit here and tell me they didn't hear one song that they liked. I'm gonna be real. When I played it on the phone, it was trash. When I went to the car and the whip and the bass, I'm like, okay, this shit's starting to grow on me. Mind you, I listened to it 2 or 3 times because you gotta listen to it more than once. So it did grow on me. Is it a classic? Fuck no. Is it worth a 2-year wait? Fuck no. If this was strategic to get out the deal, just to throw something to the streets, I can understand that. I don't want to give UMG my classics because I'm fuck UMG. I'm out of here. Y'all turned y'all back
I have
on
a
me.
question for Short. You keep talking about his standards, but in the same sentence you say you don't even listen to him. So what would you consider the Drake standard? And then Messiah says he's singing more than he's rapping, but if you go back to Take Care or Comeback Season or So Far Gone, this is why Wayne picked him up, is because he could do both. And yes, he has had multiple tracks, Ransom Freestyle, the timestamp songs, etc., mixtape songs where he goes raps crazy, but majority of his shit from top to bottom is him doing both. He's never just full-on rap without something being catchy or whatever. That was the whole point why Wayne picked him up. It wasn't so he could just bar for bar for bar for bar all day. It was so he could give a new, I feel like, look to what hip-hop was. And Wayne had his hand on a pulse at that point, and that's why he picked him. So when we critique him for doing what he came in the game doing, that just doesn't make sense to me. And then when we have people who don't even listen to him saying this is what his standard is, that doesn't make sense to me.
Hold on. Sure.
Hold on, let him
he
report.
think he cooking. He think he. No, it is.
Nah, he did cook just now.
No, but it don't matter. You don't claim to be the best rapper, a top 3, and you're singing more than you're rapping. You're a pop star. Say you're the best pop nigga. You're not in the top MCs to me. And it don't. And you saying take care and stuff like that. Yes, he sung. That's why I said he sings too much for me to be putting him and a top pedestal to even be comparing a nigga with Kendrick and J. Cole's, the niggas that really rap. You're not even really rapping. And we talk about a nigga that we don't even for sure this nigga write any of his own shit. So he automatically should be disqualified from even the conversation of being one of the
Hold on, let's show a rebuttal because he asked him a direct question.
So the music.
What's the standard?
So the standard is this. The music that I did like from Drake, it was rap based, back to back, enemies, and language. Those are like 3 songs off the top of my head. When I first heard it, Run It Back. This album that I when I was going through it, the only song I was like, okay, Run It Back was like Little Birdie. And I think Whisper My Name. Like off the and then the intro was, like I said, it was cool. I like the switch up. But it wasn't music on there that I was like, ooh, when I'm vibing to it, I'm like, hey, run that shit back. Like if you in a car, music is undeniable. If I'm in a car with any one of y'all and y'all play a song I've never heard and that shit slapping, I'm like, hey bro, who is this? Run that back again. That's music that's undeniable. He does not have any of that on the track like that. On this album.
But what are you basing the standard off of if you don't listen to him?
These hits that I just named, these are hits for the masses. When I first heard it, I'm like, oh, this shit slap. Run It Back. And I just said back to back. I just said enemies. I just said the song language.
So just a couple songs, not his actual bodies of work. You basically.
Bro, god damn! I just told you.
Right, so can I?
No, look crazy short.
I'm not. Hold on, no. Could y'all speak for this?
No, y'all is because for one, we know.
Here we go.
We know
the backup arrived.
It don't
Cooking these
matter now.
niggas.
Let it talk. We know Short has heard more songs from Drake. The all the shit with Wayne when he was at the time, he didn't heard him rap before. So to sit here and try to get point for point is pointless. Because
that's what y'all did.
You said
last episode. That's what y'all did.
Hold on. This same nigga that's saying the rap savior, y'all two niggas. You don't even listen to Drake like that. So don't act like, nigga, you been just fucking with Cub.
Can I say this?
I never said I listened to him like that.
So what are y'all basing it off of? Because you're basing it off the same thing that he's basing it off of.
I'm objectively speaking of the landscape of what rap is right now before he dropped and after he dropped. Before he dropped, it was a desert. After he dropped, it's pandemonium.
So listen, I'm not talking about features of Drake. I'm not talking about the songs with Rick Ross. I'm not talking about, or even the song I'm Going In. I love that shit. Wayne ate that shit. Drake ate that shit. And
God, you can't say nothing.
Make your point.
Yeah, cool. That was a game moment. Don't take it. That was
back to back with it. No pun intended.
Hey, that was a game moment, just like this album was, bro. Like I'm saying, bro.
Rebound.
It's all for the. Listen, Drake make music for the bitches. If the bitches ain't vibing to it, Drake is not popping. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: none of the women are vibing to it. They vibing to more Young Miami than this nigga shit.
All right.
That's all I'm saying,
so
bro.
Can I say this? Okay. If I'm being honest, when I say I was rooting for him, it's because Drake has several styles. We're kind of all alluding to that. There's a certain type of Drake, whether you listen to him often or not, that resonates with you. So the Drake that I was looking for was stay scheming Drake. Okay. So as he said, rapping Drake. Now there is some singing Drake, but it get a bit too emotional for me because I like mellow shit. Whatever genre of music I listen to, I like mellow. So Drake rapping and or singing got some shit. So I was looking for that Drake without all the hyper emotions into it. So what I'm saying is, now looking at it, Drake has a broad fan base. I don't know why everybody likes Drake. I can tell you the things or why I like the music that I do like. And it's because certain things resonate with me. So I like Stay Scheming Drake. I like braggadocious Drake. I like, yeah, nigga, what's popping? Not the gangster shit, but we can be gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. I like that Drake. That resonate with me. And on this, from what I kept hearing, it was forced and it was emotional, overly emotional. So for myself, I'm gonna keep it about me. That's why I'm like, hey, this ain't it. It's not hidden for me. It's nothing personal. I don't know the man. I'm talking about straight from what I listen to.
That's a feeling. I just feel it. I can't fuck with this nigga.
I'm a passionate person.
it's more like it's to the effect of what Short was saying, like how niggas was on me about Wayne and shit like that. It's like I expect more from Drake. That's the thing. It's like I don't dislike his music. I just got to be a buck about what he's. It's like to a point where you're not really putting too much thought into this. To me, like you're not really this album is not even structured. It's all over the place. When you make albums, it's really more so it builds up as the songs go on. It's just something wild here, then mellowed here. It's no structure to the album to me.
That's why I get the take that I gave though, that he's just doing this just to get off UMG. Okay, y'all need 3 albums. Here go 3 throwaways because I heard through the rumor mill he's planning on dropping another project.
But to me, that's like saying LeBron just going to the playoffs. Just to eventually get traded by the Lakers.
That's what he do though. That's what Bron do.
Nah, boy.
Hey, Drake pointed out on the album, nigga.
He go team to team.
No, I said the playoffs, like going here, but I'm not trying to get a ring. I'm just trying to get out my contract. Like
I was gonna say that because my thing is this: if you waited 2 years and you really truly love your fans, bro, giving the throwaway album is low key's like some lazy shit. Like that's not really doing it for the culture. And if that's the case, if he's the savior of hip hop, he should be knocked down notches because now you do a throwaway shit because you put the business before the culture. If he's the savior of hip hop, that right there, we should crucify him for that. You have a responsibility to hold it to the culture, to hold it up. Hip hop is dead without Drake. That's what y'all was saying. We're waiting for Drake. Now he just gave us 3 throwaway albums for business. Fuck that nigga.
And I don't care. And Short, to add the Short point, like y'all want to for all y'all that love that 23andMe simple bar. This is coming from the same nigga, the same zest monster who had this nigga tatted. So I don't understand what you niggas talking about.
That's true.
That is crazy.
He was looking up to LeBron. This is why he's so hurt. It's like, let that shit go, bro.
So again,
but that don't make no. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
So again, bottom line, y'all. I keep saying this. Just watch, rewind. Bottom line, it's emotional. You said it's all over the place. Emotion, chaotic, cantankerous. You explained, Bang. I said that was a roundabout way of saying it was mid. You trying to give him a participation trophy. Everybody did the but, and y'all still doing it. Now,
Rob, we got it. You got the point, Rob.
Fuck all that.
He said this shit over and over again. Y'all keep repeating it.
Hey, look, to answer Messiah's question,
it was not good for an array of reasons objectively. So to sit here and try to keep forcing it.
No, I mean we gave you the reasons to why we felt it was in the middle.
Album, yeah.
And that's why
was weak.
But that's why we compared it. That's why I put it in the middle between Scorpion and then Take Care. Nothing was the same because that's why my rating is what it is. If you're comparing it to Drake's standards, right, in his recent albums, you got to put Nothing Was the Same and Take Care up top, and then you got. If you're reading this, it's too late, and then you got Scorpion. That's his last one. I think that's somewhere in between there.
I'm gonna be honest. The answer.
And one more thing is, I do agree with Messiah about the 3 albums. I think that and Rosenberg said this too. That if Drake truly believed in Iceman, he would have just dropped that. So that's something that did have me thinking. Deal or no deal, you trying to get out of. If you really truly believed 110% in Iceman, he would have just dropped that. So I do think he is still worrying of what the response will be. So he flooded the market just to kind of, if there is some bad shit
take some smoke off of
it can hopefully be overshadowed by all the shit just going on. So
I'm going to be honest. If we're going to line the albums up from the big 3, you got GNX, you got J. Cole's, and you got Drake's. I'm saying GNX is the best out of all of them, top to bottom. I'm saying Drake's is second best. I'm putting Cole last. Cole lost all respect. Cole is done. He tried to play this humble bow out. Kendrick turned around, said fuck him. Drake doubled back and said fuck him. So he apologized and went on that whole explain banging tour for no reason. You should have just stuck to your guns, stuck to the battle, or just let that song drop and say, I'm done, one and done. I think that was good enough. But apologizing, he fucked himself. He now can never pop that hot shit anymore and say he the best and how he dismembers all the rappers, because that's his whole thing. He's not a gangster. He not a hustler. He not a ladies man, but I can rap my ass off. But you just apologized and backed out of a beef, nigga. You're done. And the nigga that I don't want to see my brother's blood, your brother said fuck you. And then Drake said, fuck you. So now you're on the island by yourself anyway. You should have just chose your side, nigga.
I'm going to say this one.
But y'all allowed Drake to talk tough. Y'all don't care about him talking about the AK.
Drake's not apologizing. He's saying, fuck you,
I
niggas.
know.
If
I'm
I
just
catch
saying.
you in Toronto, nigga, don't have police outside of my house. Let me know when you here, and it's up. He acting like he finna start sliding on
I'm
niggas.
gonna just say this.
Keyword
bro.
acting.
We know he
I'm
not, but
keep it real with you, though. Real talk. I'm about to be real serious right now. I'm being facetious right now. Bro, Drake could never be the top MC, top rapper in my world due to the fact that look what we're talking about, bro. We're talking about did he throw away 3 albums for business? Pac would have never did that.
Niggas
Kendrick
making
don't ever do no
excuses,
shit
yeah.
like- We're making what I'm saying is this: either you gonna be a businessman, be behind the scenes. Don't be talking about you the best rapper in the line. Then go start your music business and then just be the best at that. You can.
Check. And we'll
What I'm saying is this though. What I'm saying is this though, bro. What I'm saying is this. Check this, because he tried to diss Jay. Oh, let's just be real. He tried to diss. He said he'd rather have all those. He said he'd rather take the money over the dinners. What I'm saying is this. I'm not about to worship this nigga. I'm not to put this nigga on the pedestal. What I'm saying, this nigga can never be the best because you know why? He's too emotional, my nigga. That's the case. Lil' Kim gonna be the best rapper again. I'd rather take a bitch over this bitch ass nigga. But what I'm saying is, no, real talk. No, it's not what it is. You niggas is building. You niggas is right. No, y'all riding this nigga nutsack so hard. Niggas don't need a plan B.
How? Could we not take it personal?
No. It's what I'm saying is this. Y'all put this nigga on the pedestal as if he the best. Real rappers, real MC would never move how this nigga is moving. Anybody, you can talk about Nas. Nas would never do no bullshit like this. Pac would never do no bullshit like this. Big would never do no bullshit like this. And you want to talk about current rappers right now, bro? If the NBA YoungBoy not doing no shit like this for the business. That nigga still on tour, being number one, got the YNs wilding out. What I'm saying is this, bro. Put the music first, fuck the business later. If you a real MC, a real rapper.
okay, look, let's talk hold on, let's talk the business. You're signed to a label who once was catapulting you. Now everything they did for you, they flipped and gave it to Kendrick to use against you. So now the label you're on is against you. Right, we can only talk about recent. So what do I do now? I'm still obligated to drop 3 albums to the label that's trying to end me. So I can drop 3 albums same day, be gone, and now there's a private equity company offering me billions. Billions would it be, not millions, billions. So do I sit here and say, I'm gonna sit on this label that's trying to end me anyway for the culture who already turned their back on me too? The culture just said, fuck me. So why do I give a fuck about the culture? I'm gonna drop these 3 albums, whether you like them or not. I'm gonna get the billions, and then I can still turn around and drop a classic, and you're gonna forget about them 3 duds anyway.
We're not gonna forget
Keep it
about
real.
this shit,
And
bro.
I got the billions.
Bro.
Who wouldn't do that?
Bro,
what
you're not gonna let that happen.
Hold on. What
Stop making
MC
it
had
like
billions on the
chess.
table?
Hey, Drake is not a chess player.
Pac
bro.
wanted to leave.
Stop making so
Pac
what?
wanted to leave.
But Pac
Big
made-
wanted to
but
leave.
Pac never made a bullshit ass album on Death Row. Pac never made a bullshit ass album on Death Row. He did All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli when he was alive. Then he died. And even if he wanted to leave Death Row, he didn't give it bullshit ass album. Real MCs care about the culture. This nigga don't. That's why he's not a fucking rapper, bro. Take his Jewish ass back to fucking Canada, man.
Name a real MC. I'm just saying. Name a real MC who got offered billions.
Bro.
Look,
Your decision making is gonna
It don't matter
change
about
with
Billy.
B's on the table.
Pac, he can never be compared.
Do it for
we're
the
talking about
culture?
the same situation, bro. Pac was still giving great music when he wanted to leave behind the scene. We all know when he wanted to leave. Suge hit him with the, hey, bro, you can't leave. You got all this tied up.
That's why he didn't leave. It's because
It's more to why he didn't leave. If he could have left and he had the power to leave, he would have left. Remember, bro, just got out of jail. He really had nothing to his name. He died with what, 150 grand? Bro, he didn't. He
died broke, nigga.
He didn't have really nothing. Suge had his foot on his neck, and mind you, he started jumping out in Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton. He was finna break away and go do acting and start a media company. He was actually finna go do the exact shit most of these moguls do. And that's why they chipped his ass, because he was gonna get away from death row, start his own shit, and it was gonna crack.
He got
That's
chipped.
exactly-
He got chipped on some street
I
shit.
mean, on some street shit, but that's exactly what his plan was before he met his demise. Unfortunately, he was going to get out, diversify his portfolio into fashion and business and films and having the same shit every other nigga that's trying to get out of the rat race of being a rapper do. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
Nipsey
Nipsey did something similar.
I'm not mad at nobody making their money or doing nothing business. You need to do your business right. We see so many rappers that don't handle their business right, and they end up.
But Drake is
they,
not broke,
They
bro.
end up toe up. But I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, but that doesn't make no excuse. Niggas is getting in, acting like they didn't had conversations with Drake, like this is why he did this and threw some trash music out, like a nigga thought like he was
Like he
doing
played
all
chess.
that. Even if he did,
He did play chess. He
that's an
beat the corporations,
It
nigga.
don't matter. That's an excuse.
But he would never be number one.
You still. I'm not gonna give y'all a classic album because I want to get out of my deal. So I'm just gonna give y'all some bullshit. If that's the case, why did it take you 2 years to do that?
Exactly.
You should have been
I'm
did
just-
that.
That kills
If
your
I'm
point right
gonna give you some trash, I could have been did
I
this
coulda
guy
wrote
my
that shit. I
deal.
could have wrote that shit right after the Super Bowl after I just got bodied in New Orleans by Kendrick. So you know what? I want to get up out of my contract right now. Let me just give you his 3 albums so I can get back to the real music so I can be number one. If he really go think like that, he could have did it then.
He was in court. You forgot? He had the case going?
He had to go sit in the sun like Mike and let the ideas just come to him.
Hey, that was a lot of explain banging.
That's all
was
the time.
hard.
Took me-
And he played a little. I don't gonna say he played a little chess, but that was a good idea. He would have paid the money to get the glove. Like that's what that gave a little attention. He using Mike glove like.
Well, because at this point, he's got to create his own narrative. I mean, if you think about it, his narrative is I'm going against the industry. And on this album, we talk about, hip hop media, but you got Joe, you got Ack, you have Gina Views, multiple people talking about that particular instance of him now having a glove and how they feel like he's transitioning to being against these higher powers and these labels, and how this now when he breaks independent, this could be a problem. So hip hop media is noticing it. Multiple people is noticing it. So I do think you have to give credit to what he's doing to a certain degree.
Dog, he literally said it on the album. It's a difference between getting help to get off your label and being able to leave the label, basically on your own. All these other artists, they're begging for people, buy me out my deal, buy me out my deal. I'm trying to get dropped. He's gloating about, nigga, I skated because I could.
But let me ask you this.
So I got to salute to that, because how many artists get fucked over on the business and we call them stupid?
But let me-
now we telling niggas, fuck the business, do it for the culture.
I'm saying
we
what I'm
got to
saying
pick a
is this.
side,
No,
bro.
no. What I'm saying is this: Kendrick wanted to get out of TDE, correct? Didn't he get out? And isn't he on his own shit right now?
I mean,
It doesn't matter. He didn't get. All I'm saying is this: he never gave no bullshit ass album when he was on TDE just to say he wanted to get him.
Did
from under-
TDE use their resources to try to take Kendrick down? Did they supply J-Rock or
What I'm
whoever
saying
else
is we
on
keep
the
making
label?
excuses.
No,
for
bro,
Drake.
you
What I'm
gotta
saying
have
is
the
this,
details,
he
nigga.
only did this because Kendrick was starting body, and now all of a sudden it's getting exposed about the bot. We wasn't talking about the bot when Drake was on top of the game, bro. We wasn't even discussing this shit.
Meek Mill was talking about it. Everybody
we
said,
don't- we
fuck
not
Meek Mill.
comparing Meek
You
Mill
got
to
body by
Kendrick.
singing, nigga. Y'all didn't even listen to Meek. To the back end. Now everybody use Meek as an excuse. He did it to Meek. Meek told you niggas back then. Y'all said, nah, Meek, you got body by singing, nigga.
First of
when
all,
y'all like Drake.
Meek got body by Game. Meek got body by Nicki Minaj, bro. Like, let's just be real. We're not taking Meek serious on that type of shit. So let's compare that. What I'm saying is this: when niggas want to get off the labels, i.e. Snoop when he left Death Row to go to No Limit, niggas was not giving bad music. So stop making excuses for this light skinned ass nigga. It's okay for him to give out 3 whack ass albums and to get out to become a billionaire. When he becomes a billionaire and his music is good, I'll say you're right on camera. But until then, this nigga's trash. This nigga, you're wrong, and you're just making some bullshit ass plays. He's playing chess.
Mark this moment. Listen, Viral Diamonds. How many times I'd have been right 2 years, 3 years down? Mark this moment. Just timestamp it. What is this? 47 minutes. Mark it.
Y'all wrong now. Y'all act like when Drake came back, this nigga was finna just have the best shit in the world, nigga.
I
Mark
never
that
said
moment.
that.
You two
No,
niggas was the
we
main
can go-
niggas
let-
talking
let
about,
finish back.
the
No, no.
game ain't nothing without Drake.
No,
This
no.
nigga has to come back.
Hold
When
on.
Drake drop, it's gonna be over.
run the footage back, and we actually had an argument, and me and Viral were the ones saying we didn't feel he could come back. You were the
No,
ones.
y'all
you were
started
saying-
that way.
You were
Facts.
saying
Y'all
he could-
started
you were
that
saying
way.
he
Hold
could
on,
come
let him
back.
land.
You and I can go to the episode.
Go get him.
And I will.
Go get him. Go get him. Y'all
Let him land. Let him land.
Let him land,
were
'cause
the
he
one-
vouching with
You
you.
were the one that said he can come back, and that it's just stand shit, and the beef is over, and if he drops bangers, it's da-da-da-da. But it's clear that the beef is not left anybody's mouth.
Okay.
Most people have
He
turned
can't-
into stands from that
I'm
beef
saying
on
he
Kendrick's
can't-
side, and they really don't want to admit that they've been standized
I'm
by
saying-
Kendrick. A lot of niggas don't want to admit that,
I'm
but it's
saying
true.
he can come back based off of making good music. Music is gonna speak for itself. Not that he's putting out trash music. You niggas was acting like this nigga was the savior and the only nigga to read the game is where it's at, or the game is not where it's at because Drake ain't there. Like the whole argument we had about when we was talking about him in the features. Drake, the nigga, you get on the track, he boosts the shit up. He do all this and that. You
Did he
niggas
not?
glazing this
Did he
nigga.
not? Okay.
Tell him to boost himself
Let's
up.
take this. Let's remove the last 48 hours. What were you talking about related to hip hop
But
before this?
everybody-
No. Direct
Let
question.
me talk.
Direct answer.
Nigga, no, nigga.
Direct
every
answer.
album that got dropped, we talk about. Nigga, same shit happened with
Who?
J. Cole.
Lil
J. Cole
Wayne,
with
Lil
Lil Wayne,
Cole was
nigga.
driving around that
GNX,
bullshit.
nigga.
We did talk
And
about
then,
that.
And 2 weeks later, nigga, we didn't hear shit no more from
Don't
them niggas.
put your head down. We did talk about that when he got a little beat up behind the cigarette. I was like, oh yeah, that was for him to
He
put
made his
content.
noise for a minute. You talking about he dragged it out in the Honda. We talked about
that.
There's no longer. Same shit finna happen, nigga. He's hot right now because he dropped. We waited 2 fucking years, and then again in 2 weeks. And we're not going to hear
We
nothing
talked about
else.
the last album. We talked about everybody that has an impact on hip hop. What we're doing is this. Drake right now is the Michael Jordan of the Washington Wizards. He came out of retirement. Now he's on another team. He's not the same Michael Jordan that he was a few years ago. So we're going to talk about it because he's still Michael Jordan. I'm going to tell you this right now. Fuck the Bulls and fuck the Wizards. I'm not rooting for the nigga. I'm a Kobe nigga. So yeah, I am, nigga. I'm a K-Dot nigga. I'm gonna just say it, bro.
So you a K-Bot?
No, I'm not a K-Bot.
You a
I've been a
K-Bot.
Kendrick fan, nigga.
All right,
I've been a
so-
Kendrick fan. What I'm saying is this, though.
So we got K-Bots on the couch
K-Bot,
now.
bro. Hold on, nigga. Have you ever in your life, nigga, really been sit up here saying, nigga, I've been a Drake fan? Nigga, I've never fucked with Drake like that. All I'm saying is this. We doing all this glazing excuse as this. He's the savior of hip hop. Your savior didn't come back and resurrect in 3 days. He didn't walk the earth for 40 and then ascend to heaven. This nigga stayed on earth and now his ass got bodied just like he got crucified, nigga.
All right,
he's not gonna have
subject.
he's
We've been on
done.
Drake got these niggas emotional. That's why I said this is gonna be the Drake episode, I guess.
So can I
Goddamn.
respond to? All right, so you're saying we talking about hip hop again, right? I would agree to that, but it's in vain. We're not talking about. So what we're saying is, yeah, we want to talk and be energized about it, but for some hot shit, like man, this nigga rebounded. He came back. Like okay, or it wasn't that good, but it's like you know what? It wasn't a poor attempt. This came off like a very poor attempt. Like it was just the execution wasn't there. So, but are we talking about it? Is the internet, whether you agree with it or not? Because in the entertainment, all press is good press. So from the standpoint of what you're talking about, hell yeah, he winning. Yeah, he winning. And we spent an hour on this. So if from the standpoint you talking about, we're talking about it, but it's in vain. It's for the wrong reasons. It was some hot shit.
Is it in vain? We got.
I get what you're saying. I just think there's two sides to everything. Where like again, I can go to Joe, Act, Gina, DJ Head, multiple media outlets, or saying that it wasn't bad. So that's all I'm saying is
I
that
don't respect their mind more than my own.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that to show a different side, and I'm also saying that it's not that bad either. So to sit up here and say we're just talking about it in vain it's not the 100% truth when you have a whole nother side of it talking that they like it. So it's just the side you like that you're tuning into, and that's just what it is. Because people who wanted to hate it and were some of his biggest haters, I'm gonna keep bringing them: Gina Views, DJ Head, Joe Budden. These niggas are they got a whole different tone this time. So I'm just saying that to say that there are people out here, including myself, that don't think it was that bad.
Like I can objectively listen to
What
it
does mid
outside.
mean? What does mid mean? Like mild sauce? When y'all say something is mid, what does that mean?
Out of 1 to 10, it's probably like 5, 6, 7 at the most. I
How
say
you gonna
that's
say
mid.
3 different numbers? Is it a 5? Is it a 6? Or is it a 7? If it's mid 5, what would that grade be?
I'm not.
That's an F.
But it's all right. What I'm saying is, it's not trash.
Then F is you can't because
By testing score.
yeah. But I'm saying
I give it a C.
Mid
A C is passing. A C is passing.
That would technically be mid. Or
That's
average.
mid.
That's what because 50%, even though that's half of 100, that is technically failing in educational standpoint. So you can't say something is 50%. So I think mid, the percentage would be 7 or 70% to be mid, because that's a CF.
When we use the word mid in the context we use mid, niggas down there use mid like it's low key bunk. Like that shit was mid. Like you know what I mean? That shit mid. We're using it in that type of context.
Hold on, this
we're
the
not
difference.
using it. We're not using it in the sense of this was good. I'm not saying all his music is bad. I'm just saying for the expectations that you have as being number one by the numbers, this wasn't no number one shit.
I'm not
For
saying
me.
it's number
So
one.
that's what all I'm saying. The same way I had expectations of Wayne and he dropped that, it's like, nigga, it's the same type of effect. He probably made better music than what Wayne had did, but it's still not to what you expect from a Drake. It's not them Take Care days, the Nothing Was the Same. Them if you're reading this is too late, you're a rap. I told y'all he was a rap to me far as when I didn't even like Scorpion. I told y'all then it was too much singing.
I
on
didn't
that
like
shit.
Scorpion either.
So it's like, nigga, this
where y'all going wrong. Y'all keep trying to compare it to his old shit instead of objectively
we don't do it.
listening to it now.
We did that to
Comparison,
Lil Wayne, bro.
the killer of all
You know,
joy, bro.
He compared Wayne album to all Wayne albums.
I'm just saying that's always gonna make something trash when you're comparing whatever they're dropping now to somebody's classics. If we compare 444 to the Blueprint, we gonna say 444 was ass.
So you're gonna compare
if you don't
Jay-Z to Jay-Z.
objectively listen to it, then you're never gonna grade it the right way. Y'all, oh man, this is my favorite Drake album. This wasn't that, so it's trash.
Bro, this is what you literally do.
It was
This
all
is what
right.
you literally did and sat here with Lil Wayne.
This nigga just
did
said
that.
he don't like one song on the album.
Well, that's his
You
opinion.
don't like one song, nigga?
That's his opinion.
No, nigga. You literally came out as a K-bot. Why? And 4K.
Oh, he gonna flip
This
that.
time I said he a
He gonna
K-bot.
flip that 'cause he wanna look
We
like
arguing
Chud.
with bots, nigga.
Bro. I just named three.
talking about,
I just
man?
named 3 songs, and I told you every time a song came on, I said, "Hey, this song is tight."
And I went to the songs y'all put in the chat.
Listen,
You did. Even the songs you put in the chat, they took and said it before you.
listen. I
They
said,
trying to say the songs you said.
bro, y'all took
Every
the songs.
song
I
was in the
said every
chat.
time I listen to the song, I said, "Hey, this song is fire." You just listen to the song because when I put it in a group chat, what I'm saying is this, bro. Listen. When I think of mid, bro, I think of something it's not terrible, but it's not unforgettable. It's like, hey, are you going to go to a mid restaurant? I had it once. I don't need to go back again. That's what I think of mid. I'm not going to say give it a letter grade. I'm gonna just say this: if it's in a pitch, I guess I'll fuck with it if it's the last availability. But I'm never going there to check it out again. So that's why I say when an album is mid, I'm not gonna bump it after we get done with this podcast.
Are you still bumping GNX today?
Yes, I am.
You still bumping GNX right now?
The question I have for y'all, because you had said that we talked about Cole's album, right? 2 weeks came and went. Kendrick's album, that had a longer life because of the beef. But
Because they're not like us.
do you think that that's just the state of hip hop and social media, or is that because these albums are actually trash? Because again, when you jump off social media and you talk to the regular fans compared to stans, I think these albums live a little bit longer than what we're saying.
I think I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the whole point I was getting at when he tried to make the point of this album it's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like this album doesn't. What is the most substance that y'all heard about this album? Like when we described this album, what did he really even talk about? Nigga, the whole
I
album was
don't
about
know.
throwing shots at people. So we don't really understand. I don't really understand no other way about it.
I'ma say this is the era we're in now. It's streaming. Nothing lives long with streaming because if you don't remember to go listen to it, you're never gonna listen to it. When you had CD cases, you had to physically flip through the cases, and the CDs you weren't even thinking about listening to, you're like, oh shit, let me throw that in there.
Same shit every time. They probably let it out.
Pause it. For a second.
Now it's man. Yeah, no sloopers. Yeah, yeah, nah, you got nothing. Hey, he back here like this. Man, that the same. Never heard that bullshit, nigga. Get this nigga. This nigga short full of shit. You on there doing it too, nigga. Fuck this nigga too.
The whole Saturday.
That's not, nigga. That is not it. This nigga. Is it,
Nah.
or it's not?
They seeing the real personality. Nigga back here. Yeah, he back here doing the dude love and shit.
Nah, that's short.
That nigga back here doing the dude love.
The short time about he don't care. They got you bent over doing it, facing it. They got you like that. You short. You all right in front of that bitch. No, it's recording.
Oh man, I don't even know where y'all left off, man.
We have to go to the next subject.
No, the Drake is over.
Situations happen, and people is bullshit.
Do love, man.
Real life.
Nah, cause I'm like, we might as well just keep it all hip hop. I seen your boy going viral actually, Dejan Paul. He was talking about the GNX features and how they not getting no royalties from the GNX album. And then Hitter J3 jumped on the post, said, man, you don't even know what you're talking about. They was offered 10 bands up front or royalties on the back end, and most artists took the 10 bands up front. So what y'all think about that? Because as y'all know, GNX charted, Grammy, all that type of things going on. Them residuals is gonna last over a lifetime versus you taking 10K up front.
This what I get from it. For one, you got to be business savvy, in my opinion. You got to be business savvy, but also they had an opportunity that a lot of people would never get in their lifetime to be picked and be put on Kendrick's album. which was the hottest album at the time and the biggest artist at the time. So if anything, a lot of people would have just did that opportunity for free. And you had the option to pick your royalties or your 10K. And to even get that, you should have probably picked the royalties knowing the type of artist Kendrick is, but 10K is still a lot to pay you to be on his album. Like, niggas is not, that's the problem with people. They're not grateful. And we look at things like, well, they should get both, they should get this. No, nigga, life ain't fair for one, and for two, it's just to the point where you have to accept things as they come. The world opened up to you. He gave you his platform. He gave you action at some of the biggest things you probably will ever do in your life. Half them artists is never been heard of again. You had the baton. It was up to you to make something out of that.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you had the choice, if you were given the choice to choose one or the other, and whichever one you chose, that's on you. You got to be more business savvy than that. You can't expect somebody to do the business for you, right? You come in and it's two business people there. It's one side and it's the other side, and we making a deal. So if I give you the qualifications or whatever it is, and you pick A instead of B, and then 30 days or a year down the road, now you want to pick the other option, it's too late. You signed your name on a dotted line. So I think from a business standpoint, you made your bed, now you laying it. But I think maybe people are a little upset because of the way the closeness in the studio, right? Meeting Kendrick, probably spending time with him, etc. They maybe thought he would have, what's the word for it, pushed them in a better direction, or they felt maybe a little bit more like he owed them something because of that personal connection. You see that all the time. People entitlement. You see it all the time. Well, I'm hanging out, he's my friend or whatever, and then it's like, but this is business and this is the separation. So I could see why people have a problem with it, but in reality, you had a chance to go get a lawyer, somebody read it, scan it, put it in Chat GPT, Claude, whatever. You could have did multiple things and y'all didn't. Y'all took that 10 bands, went down the street, got a Buddha chain and some earrings, and it was done. Let's keep it up.
I do have a question. Was the artist even complaining about it?
I don't know if they were.
I think that was the John Paul from Breeders.
I don't think the artist was complaining. I think Dejan was just more so bringing it up because somebody who was involved in the dealings gave him the information on the back end, and he wound up putting it on the timeline. Then it went viral like crazy. Like, what? GNX, Grammy nominated? Kendrick basically is using guys to get, back in the limelight, making it look like he helping the West Coast, but he really not. He really graped these artists or whatever the case. Come to find out, they chose the 10 bands. He gave them the option. Look, you ain't getting both. You can get the royalties, which over time going to be more than 10. It might not be a lump sum, but you got to think about it. This is Kendrick Lamar, GNX. This is going to be a lifetime. But niggas can only see what's in front of them. They can't see what's beyond the trees and beyond the fog. Nigga, this is GNX. You know how many, you finna get royalties off? Like, come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Respectfully, like I was saying, GNX is a better album than Drake. All of that shit we were just talking about. So I will say this. We should know better now. Respectfully, $10,000, even if you use it responsibly, it's not a lot of money. So honestly, you should have took the royalties because you already know over a lifespan of money, I'd rather have constant income than just have one quick lump sum and just let that be. I'm gonna be short-winded with it. At the end of the day, step your knowledge up. No one owes you anything. It's your job to do your research. It's your job to learn the music business if you want to be in it. Kendrick doesn't owe you anything. He propelled y'all up on putting y'all on the album. Y'all didn't take the money. I mean, y'all took the money. Don't gripe about it now. You should have did the royalties later.
Yeah, my biggest thing is if the artist didn't even complain about it, then it's really not even a problem. It's a made up problem because that means they was grateful for the opportunity. Now, if they're complaining about it, yes, then that becomes a problem. But like I said, it's you got choices. And 10K, people be acting like 10K ain't nothing, but 10K is something for an artist that's really into their craft. And a lot of these niggas probably ain't never got 10K from a show or nothing. So that might be one of your biggest payouts, even though it's nothing, because they're, like what you just said, comparison is killer all joy because it's Kendrick. You're expecting the same thing as Kendrick, or you're expecting to be equal. You're not, nigga. That nigga is miles and years of work, put his 10,000 hours in ahead than where any of these artists are. They're trying to get to this point, and I'm bringing you up the mountain. So I'm giving you one of the best opportunities you got of a lifetime, and you got to be grateful for that and move forward and create your own lane off of that.
I think this is just Dejan throwing a chink in TDE's armor because he's going to war with TDE right now. He's been going at it with Punch. He's going at it with the whole Apollo. He's going at it with anybody connected to TDE and anything that could make them look bad. he's gonna highlight that. That's just what's going on. He had them trending about the lawsuit. DJ Academics put it up on his timeline, and he did a whole 2-hour stream about it. So this was just another dart that Dejan is throwing at TDE, and just so happens that Kendrick is up on the chopping block. That's just all it is in reality.
Keeping somebody in the algorithm.
But it is a greater conversation. Like, hold on, y'all niggas took 10 bands over royalties on GNX?
Well, I was going to ask y'all, like, when does it, because, we've talked about other situations where we talk about labels and companies, being predatory and kind of taking advantage of people not having the knowledge. I think on the other end, we can't say you have to have the knowledge, you should have brought the lawyer in, et cetera, but a lot of these people are in dire times. I think especially in Los Angeles, where I don't think people are getting paper like, some of these mainstream artists. It's hard to come by. So when I get you, but I'm just saying as in like, it's easy to say when you have the paperwork in front of you, or when you don't have it in front of you and you aren't struggling, oh, I would have took the royalties and left the 10K aside. But maybe that's a part of the overall trap, because that's not that that's what their intent was, but that's kind of how you see the industry work anyway, is I'm going to give you less up front, right? If you take it up front, and then you're going to get fucked on the back end. So it is predatory in a way, even if Kendrick didn't necessarily do that. The business is predatory in a way, because you're banking on these people being in a certain situation where they're going to take that cash grab over the royalty.
But in 2026, we can't make excuses for niggas about not understanding the business when it's so many stories beforehand, especially if you're getting in the rap business to the point of, and you have Chat GPT, you have a lot of things that you can use. And it might sound crazy, but any contract you can throw in there, and it'll break down what makes more sense for you if you are not able to think for yourself. And like you said, you have a team of people, so really is no excuse. I just think the business is the business, and you got to understand and learn the business and finesse it your way.
So ultimately, all of that is, everything's valid, but the problem about when you're a public figure, it breaks the cardinal sin about talking about what you make. Anybody who knows anything about business, if you had a father or anybody business savvy, it doesn't matter about gender, they tell you never talk about what you make. You don't talk about money publicly. I'm not supposed to know what you make, etc. So off top, once you start, money is a messy situation off top. Money is a very sensitive topic. So you're leading the conversation, your disagreement, whether it's strategic or not, it's about money ultimately. That's where you're coming from. So it's messy. You don't talk about money. And this is the problem about entertainment, sports entertainment. Their money is always talked about. And so that's what this is really about. It's about money, notoriety. Hey, he's not looking at it being grateful. Hey, I'm out here now. People know me. Like you said, take the baton, run with it. He's making it about the money. If it's really about the money, fine. But you have that discussion behind closed doors. You don't talk about money publicly.
I think about you should fake it till you make it. Even if you're struggling right now, it's nothing wrong with getting a job. If you're an artist and you're not out there like a Kendrick Lamar, it's okay to do a DoorDash. Shout out to DoorDash. You know what I mean? Inside joke. If you can work at UPS, they got a preload shift. I mean, you got to do what you need to do to make ends meet until you make it there. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why we have this image as every rapper got it like that. No one got it like that, bro. No one was born with money unless you were under a mogul or something like that. It's okay to have a hustle until you get there. And we do it as far as having a 9 to 5. You got a 9 to 5, you got a side hustle, and then you invest. That's 3 streams of income. So you got to do that. So it's okay to put the money on the back burner. If that 10K you need up front, cool, take it. But if you try to fake it till you make it, then your priorities is fucked up.
I'm gonna be honest, as a rapper, you can't DoorDash. Because the first fan that see you or fan and they get you, oh, this nigga DoorDash put you up on the gram, you on No Jumper Live, you on Academic, it's your career is over with. Now you might want to go work a night shift somewhere, but you can't be too public with an actual 9 to 5.
Just bleed buck.
And they was just bleeding buck about having a car with the windows that you had to physically roll down when I was 50.
They did Young Jock like that, try to laugh at him. But he was Uber. He was doing an Uber driver, and he was like, "What's wrong with that? Like, nigga, I'm making money." Like, so he didn't really care though. But
because as a rapper, you got to uphold a certain image, especially 9 times out of 10, the content you're gonna be rapping about is not gonna reflect a DoorDash lifestyle. And I'm glad you brought up the Chat GPT, because word to finesse 2 times. A lot of rappers out here is getting fucked over on the business. He didn't find out he was in a 360 deal till somebody randomly told him, "Hey, put your contract in chat. Check this out." A lot of artists, well, man, stop playing, man. This Jay Prince, this is my peoples. He said, man, I fuck around and threw that in there, and I owe the label everything. They own everything. This why I was giving Drake a little bit of grace. Cause y'all niggas sitting here saying, figure the business out. He figured that shit out. Got out the contract. Now the nigga getting offered billions. I gotta tip my hat to that. Damn, you beat the majors, nigga. If that was Jay, if that was Nas, if that was anybody that we didn't hate, if that was Kendrick, we would have been like, that nigga's a genius.
But
because it's Drake, we're like, fuck this nigga. Do it for the culture.
Speak to who you talking to.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at this nigga.
Because I'm not mad at the nigga for doing business. It's a lot of artists that been in labels that eventually got out of their labels. It's like you use the label to propel you, then eventually you should want to go on your own. So I'm not gonna be faulting that.
I'm never gonna stop trying to get a win either. Fuck you niggas.
Hey, listen, that's cool. We can talk about the business. But 98% of the fans don't give a fuck about the business. They want to be able to vibe to the music when they're at the club, car, with their kids, whatever the case may be. When you bumping Drake right now, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, that was so intelligent that he did 3 albums so he got the bit. Nobody's talking about that shit in the masses. You're talking about the few percentage. So if you want to talk about that amongst the few percentage, you talk about them. They not coming on the far way to be here. Oh, what y'all thinking of the business side of it? No, they want to hear our opinion about the album, about his music.
How? Y'all niggas talked about how soft the nigga is. That ain't got shit to do with the music.
I'm not saying he's soft, bro.
I hate that nigga.
Now that do got to do with the music because his softness is what proceeds on the tracks.
Because he's an R&B thug, bro. At the end of the day, that's all Drake is. He's an R&B thug. Hey, salute to him, bro. But I'm gonna tell you this: most people don't care about the business side. They just want to know, does the shit slap or not? Straight up. Let's just be real. For the masses, people just care about albums. We're not talking about, 444 was so great because Jay-Z put it on Tidal. It wasn't on Apple Music first. You had to go to Tidal first and go. We don't care about that. Was the album bumping or not?
I think
the fact that we led back to Drake again is crazy.
Right back to it.
I don't know.
I'm upset about this.
I wasn't letting it die.
It's hard to. I agree with you, but then
you won't kill him and you won't let him die.
But I don't because it's like, damn.
And Kylie don't even know what the fuck he finna say.
You can forget my point.
Kylie don't know what the fuck he finna say. Cuz over there chatting.
You forget my point about.
Okay, so look. So outside of Drake and Kendrick, because Kendrick also took his project off of, what was it, Spotify, all streaming services, and people were saying, oh, he gonna drop the same day as Drake. Well, he didn't do that, but TDE affiliates have been saying he got something coming. Watch out. Is he gonna reignite the beef? Like, I had these songs in the cut. I couldn't wait for this nigga to say something. Or is he gonna just drop a classic project?
I think even him taking the stuff off of there is like him having control of his own stuff. So now he's able to make his own money. Like we said, he left TDE, so now you re-uploading it and everything is going straight to him.
Where did he re-uploading it?
So I think
I'm saying they put the Not Like Us, they put that back up on YouTube. They put certain things. I just mean from that aspect. Now he could be probably cooking something. I'm sure Kendrick probably cooking something up. I don't think it's got nothing to do with Drake. I don't think Kendrick is he ain't worried about Drake.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one thing though. Shout out to Drake for whitelisting his album so all content creators can react to it without getting flagged by YouTube. So
that's what we should have did. We should have played the music.
Nigga, I told you the other night you was here. I'm like, nigga, they was telling us to go live and shit. So every artist, I don't know why they don't do that, whitelist y'all music so the content creators can react to it and support the culture. It don't make no sense. You can have a show and can't even listen to the music while you talking about the song.
I will respect Drake and I will respect all artists if they did that. If you really care about the culture, get the real reaction of the fans. The raw and uncut. I think all artists should do that. Now, salute to that. Now, what you said about if Kendrick dropped another album, nigga, kill that nigga Drake on the track, bro. Drag it out. Just like how Drake was on his emotional bag, nigga, get on your Compton shit. Tell him that you from Parma Lee. Tell him that you from Rose. Nigga, get on it, Kendrick. Do what you do to make you popular. You got popular because you destroyed Drake. Nigga, continue to destroy him. If he continued, listen. He got more popular when he did They Not Like Us. You doing all like, he wasn't nobody gonna have Kendrick Lamar doing a Super Bowl performance if he didn't destroy Drake. If he would have lost that Drake. He was a feature. He wasn't the main. He wasn't the hit. Bro, no. Dr. Dre and Snoop headlined that. Kendrick was undertow. So let's be real. Now he's headlining the Super Bowl because he destroyed Drake. So that's what you got famous on. Get in that bag. Continue to destroy him. As long as he put music out there, keep your foot on his neck, nigga.
Hold on. What'd you say, Kylie?
This is what I'm saying. These niggas don't even really believe
in
Kendrick.
Don't say these niggas. I ain't y'all niggas.
Okay.
Rejection.
Sure, don't even really believe in Kendrick. He just hates Drake that bad. Because he just said he wouldn't be famous.
Hold on,
He just said he would be famous. You said you didn't even listen to all the shit you've been saying from last episode till now. You just hate. I think you just don't fuck with him so much that because to me Kendrick has always been big to me since I came up. So pause. so it's like to say that he got big because of Not Like Us when he already had crazy motion on the West and in the world. To me it's nuts. That's nuts to me.
What I'm saying, look. Not Like Us just put him over the pedestal, over the where. Okay, he beat Drake. He's the like it was a knockout punch. There was. It's not going to a split decision. They Not Like Us knocked his ass out like how Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez, bro, in a fight. He went to sleep. So that's what made him more popular and the clear winner. So he was the king. He's the face of hip hop at that point. So what I'm saying is, and that's what put him in his bag and got him the Super Bowl promotion, made him one of the most world known rappers. Continue to do that as long as your enemy want to be out there in the limelight. Do it. If not, Kendrick, you're so great, you can do whatever you want to do. But if he still want to,
Don't clean it up now, nigga.
What you
Don't be talking about you so great now, nigga. You just said you ain't shit without that Drake beef. Niggas wouldn't even know this. Niggas wouldn't even know this nigga.
I never said that. You put words in niggas'
What the
mouth.
fuck is Kendrick without Drake?
What I'm saying is this: Kendrick was always great. Y'all, nobody was giving him credit because everybody was putting Drake over him because he's a singer.
He won a Pulitzer Prize, nigga.
What?
He won the Pulitzer Prize and all that shit without
What is that?
Drake.
What is that?
He won that shit without Drake. That means you great.
That nigga got Grammys for dance.
What I'm saying is this: I understand he has Grammys, but let's just be real. If you ask the average fan who listen to hip hop or rap, they will put before the beef, they would have put Drake over Kendrick. Most people would have did it.
I think before the beef, or I call.
In what context?
He's
I'm talking about for
unknowingly.
hits. I'm talking about for they say shit like this on the last episode. They were saying, who got more quotables, Drake or Kendrick? And most niggas be like, oh, Drake do because it was simple.
He
Like,
is unknowingly
it's so easy to dick ride Drake. And niggas don't want to admit to that shit. They unconsciously dick ride this nigga so much. Y'all put this nigga over niggas that's better than him.
It sounds like you dick riding Kendrick right now.
Listen.
You just listen. Hold on, short. You're not listening to yourself.
Bro.
You just unknowingly solidify what Drake just said on this album. He said, y'all got big off of my name. That's big enough for you niggas. You just came and just said out your own mouth, he wouldn't have been as big without the Drake beat.
Bro, I'm not.
That's what Drake is saying on the album.
Listen, They Not Like Us was an issue for the Super Bowl because Drake was ready to sue. Drake was ready to go police. He was ready to call the police after he started the fight.
So Kendrick wouldn't have been as big as he is without the beat.
No, he would have been big, bro. But I'm saying that him knocking out the number one spot.
I don't know.
What you mean?
These
It was
K-bots.
always a debate, nigga. They
These
just said it was a
K-bots don't
big
be having no logic,
No,
all
ain't no
emotion.
K-bots, nigga. All right, so you Glizzy fan. What I'm saying is, it's getting to the point where nigga, this Drake glaze is getting ridiculous. I'm trying to end it. GNX did not have to do no ice in the middle of Compton to get publicity. He just dropped on a random Friday and everybody was bumping
he
it,
went
bro.
to Tams. He went to the projects,
Tams
brought
is not
everybody
Kendrick.
out. He brought everybody out. Don't act like he didn't go on his
Not
promo.
Like Us, he did that, bro. He did a music video shoot. He didn't do no fucking publicity stunt of a whole fucking igloo to get people to fucking like buy his album or promote his album and then drop 3 bullshit ass albums to put out there to get from a deal. Kendrick is a real artist who fucking loves the culture and gives out great music.
So niggas get knocked for doing promo now?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying at the end of the day, the last 3 albums that Kendrick did was better than these last 3 albums Drake just did.
I'm not arguing that at all.
So
I think every Kendrick album is better than every Drake album.
Great. Listen, do you see promotions of Bentleys? Do you see promotion of Rolls Royces on a regular TV?
This is music, nigga.
No. Fuck all that. Good quality don't need promotion. You don't see promotions of Ocean 48 or Steak 48 coming in the mail for coupons. Nigga, if you know, you know. You know what great quality is. It speaks for itself.
Marketing and promo.
No, you don't need that when you're great. You don't need commercials for Starbucks on a regular that not have that big business.
Kendrick had the biggest promo of all, the Super Bowl.
In-N-Out, is there any really visible commercials out here on the West Coast like that for In-N-Out burgers? No, but it's one of the best burgers to buy. It don't matter. What I'm saying is it's not promoted like McDonald's is out here. Compared to McDonald's.
And now y'all fucking with it.
Compared to McDonald's, In-N-Out still, in California, it still go hand for hand for McDonald's.
In-N-Out is privately owned. McDonald's is a corporation.
It does
They're
not matter.
tiny.
It has more promotion than In-N-Out, and In-N-Out is still better than
Drake got
McDonald's.
these niggas out there.
No, what I'm saying is y'all ride this ice glaze so hard, y'all will get frostbite on your pussy. God damn. This ice nigga got y'all niggas got freeze burn on y'all produces around this motherfucker, man.
Hey, the homie is passionate.
I'm tired of this nigga Drake, bro.
It's
He's not
passion.
the best rapper, my nigga. Yeah, make it seem like this nigga's the Lord and Savior of hip hop, and he's not, my nigga.
But you said Kendrick wasn't shit without him. That's
I didn't
crazy.
say that. I just said that by him knocking out Drake made him the
Sorry, he
undisputed
rage
number
bait.
1.
Oh God!
Number one.
Hey, we gonna talk to this. Beige rage. Since you came in this motherfucker, it's been rage the whole episode.
I could just
Beige
like
rage.
I couldn't believe he called himself a K-bot, nigga. That's it.
Then he just
put that on
The beige rage is real. You came in with it today.
I thought K-bots was like all fake.
Khalid been back watching.
side, nigga.
Now
Pick
this
a
is a
side.
diss track, nigga.
No, I'm not. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, Kendrick makes better music than Drake. If you go for the last album, Kendrick is winning it.
So who else is making good music right now?
Nobody.
Kevin Gates.
We ain't even talking about that nigga.
That's like that's
Gates
pop
make good
culture.
music. I wanna
in terms of what, like the whole.
Like,
Nobody,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
not gonna just base it on who we like. Nobody knows.
Like who else can we talk about right now?
I want to shout out. I want to shout out TF out here on our coast. He make good music to me. I like his music. So I don't know if y'all mean just mainstream. Is that what you talking about?
What's your?
Yeah, that's
hold
what
on.
I'm looking.
No.
at.
I mean, period. What's your favorite TF song?
Here you go. Don't use my shit on me. Like that shit don't work, nigga. This thing is crazy. He's so much of a hater. If you big somebody up, he gonna hate. This nigga hates so much he can't even help it. That nigga's crazy. And then I ask you on who you think is good artist.
What's good music right now?
Drake, Glizzy.
Let's exclude.
How you gonna flip my question on me?
That ain't your shit. Nigga, everybody know that's my shit.
Listen, exclude Drake, exclude Cole, and exclude Kendrick. Who you bumping? And don't say Jay-Z, and because that's your favorite go-to line.
How is Jay my favorite go-to line?
Nigga, you worship Jay.
How do I worship Jay?
Everybody.
Bro, you worship Jay, my nigga.
Nigga,
Jay
I
can do no wrong
was
to y'all.
Nas over Jay.
Right now, you're Jay over
I was
everybody.
Nas
It's a
over
big
Jay.
question. Stay focused. Who you bumping right now?
I'm bumping on old shit. I was just listening to Mood Music the other day. Shout out to Joe Budden. I've been listening to Mozzie. Shout out to Mozzie.
New artists.
There is no new artist. Niggas trash. That's what I'm saying. Without Drake, we wouldn't even be talking
You
about
don't
rap
bump
right
Drake,
now.
but stop saying you.
I don't bump Drake like that. What I'm saying is
Without Drake.
the energy that's put on hip hop when he's around is needed. The influence.
I understand that. I understand.
Yeah, the influence.
So when Lil Wayne album was dropped, we was talking about it because again, Wayne was a great. We were talking about it as if like how Drake album came out. I'll never forget. I was on Messiah bumper like, hey, bro, this shit is trash. Messiah is a wayhead and came over and humbly admitted like, yeah. Wayne
No, he didn't humbly admit shit, nigga. He said it was fire.
I said yes, I did. I said it had a few. No, you're right. I said it had some tracks on there. I said the problem is what to his point earlier is that y'all always trying to compare old shit to new shit, nigga. You was the main one. You was the main nigga talking about this ain't nothing. I said y'all too busy stuck on old Wayne that y'all don't appreciate whatever Wayne puts out now. Y'all expect the same shit. Nigga, you're the main nigga.
These niggas rewriting history. Like this shit ain't recorded.
All right, let me ask you this.
Young Money fell off. He said, don't be surprised if you see YMCA. He tried to have a YMCA bar. Basically, Young Money in Cali. I don't know what that meant. What the fuck y'all gonna come out here and do? Wayne fell off. Drake fell off. Nicki fell off. The big three of the Young Money, they're past their prime. That's just it. That's just all. Now, I don't know if they're planning on doing a Young Money reunion tour, a Young Money reunion tape album, whatever the case, but it seems to me they're all past their prime, including Wayne.
Bro,
he gives us fire verses, but his album's ass.
But you've been saying Drake is the main hip hop nigga. You just sat here and said that the industry ain't nothing without Drake.
Where is the energy?
Is he past his prime? Is he past his prime or not? You can't be past your prime and then you're the number one nigga.
Yes, you can. He's past his prime, and the energy is still there.
How? You cannot be past your prime and be the number one nigga in the industry.
Why you can't? They say LeBron's past his prime, but he's still arguably the number one nigga in the NBA still.
He's not arguably. He's like top 15.
When Tom Brady was past his prime, shout out to Tampa Bay, my squad. They were still saying Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes is better than him. They were still saying physically he's better than them.
If we look up the numbers, if we look up the attention, who gets more numbers and who gets more attention, who gets more spotlight put on them than Drake, whether he's past his prime or not. I can name 10 niggas who can rap better than him. 10 niggas who music I like better than him, who got better albums, all that was more hip hop.
Machine behind him.
It's not even about the machine. He's a pop star. He's popular.
Yes. He's global. He's universal.
So they're agreeing with me then.
No, I'm not agreeing.
He's a rapper.
That's not
Let me ask Rob.
I'm not
to be
agreeing.
objective. Who outside of Drake is bringing the amount of energy that Drake brings when he drops? Including Kendrick. I'm including Kendrick in that.
Nobody. regardless of what I said.
Jay-Z wants to come out with an album tomorrow or next Friday.
Okay, then it would be him.
He will be. He's past his prime. He can outshine Drake.
I agree. Until or unless it's Drake.
So what happened for the 2 years? Was he bringing the energy?
No, he wasn't.
That's what we're saying.
That's
he
my
wasn't
point.
around.
Any artist, that's the point he was making with Wayne. Before that came, the energy of Wayne was around because his Carter was hovering.
He didn't have
the same way Kendrick was about to drop.
Hey, no. Get
I don't care. The same way Kendrick was about to drop. The energy was there.
Like a UFO. Niggas said the Carter was hovering.
Hey, no.
As you're waiting for it. You're waiting for it.
Hey, bro.
Niggas saying anything.
The whole point is whoever, any artist that's a big artist right now, they're going to be waiting on that.
Exactly.
If NBA Youngboy decides to say he's going to drop an album, he's going to have the energy. He has the real energy of hip hop.
Not this amount of energy, no.
Bruh.
These many people talking about it on every platform.
Yay. Wait, yeah.
Come on,
that's what I'm
man.
saying. Bro,
Yeah,
it's
y'all
the
came
same
and went,
thing.
nigga.
But it don't.
Drake, it's only
Nobody-
been a day. Nigga,
you know-
it's been out 1 day.
One
What
day.
is this nigga talking
Like,
about?
bro, we was
this
talking-
shit finna come and go.
Kanye album didn't have this energy around it.
What you mean? Everybody was. Man.
And Kanye didn't need
We were talking
promo.
about
No, it didn't, bro.
Kanye didn't need promo. Kanye really went up against the system. When you want to talk about niggas going against the
Exactly.
grain, nigga, it don't matter.
He apologized.
He went against them though. He went against everybody.
And he
nigga.
sold out at SoFi.
And then after they told the nigga he'd never sell out again, nigga, and he sold right out. He didn't. I'm just saying, but if he put promo behind this shit, it would did the same thing. This nigga is not like y'all act like this nigga just
I think the promo was the apology run.
Right, he did promo.
I don't know. My point is,
They didn't know about it because they was listening to Big Boy. They wasn't tapped in.
Hey, my point
Big Boy didn't talk about it.
My point is, Kylie, at the end of the day, he's speaking from 1 day. Had the same conversation in 2 weeks, nigga. The same way we let everybody else shit fade off, this nigga shit fading off too. Y'all can't name one club bop right now from that album, nigga.
No.
Neither one of you niggas.
I think I could.
You think you can't?
Too hard for hip hop.
Too hard.
Too hard for the radio.
Oh, you think or just don't think that?
Shebang might go.
Shebang.
Shebang. These niggas
Shebang
name
might
it.
go.
So the future song I don't like, but they're gonna spin that.
Atlanta.
Wow.
They're definitely gonna spin that.
It's possible.
You just did is play the game of craps. You hoping you hit. That's literally you just said.
Exactly.
Yeah. They go try to do. Bro,
I don't like it, but they're gonna play the future one.
Is it an undeniable hit or
There
not?
is,
No,
nigga.
real talk. Is it an undeniable hit or not?
He got some bangers on there.
Okay,
Yes.
just give me two then.
I
For sure,
did.
for sure.
I started the whole show off with every song I
No,
liked.
just
It's the show out of here. That's it.
What's all right? That's a. I like that. I like that song. I like Lil Birdie told me or whatever. It's Birdie.
Birdie
told me.
Hard.
Too hard for the radio.
I think Too Hard for the Radio is going to get a lot of play on the radio.
What is that? Josti, shut the fuck up.
Janice, shut the fuck up.
Janice, shut the fuck up.
And then you got
Banger.
Shebang. I just think the beat on that is crazy. Like the
Make
beat
Them
beat
Pay
on
is the best song on the album.
But-
I hope you drop it as a single. That shit hard. I don't care what
Maybe
nobody
a couple
say.
ones.
Make Them Cry is hard, and then the second song was trash. I don't know how you went from Make Them Cry like, oh, okay, he might got some shit. Then the second song, garbage. They call me Santa in Atlanta. Like, fuck is Cud talking about?
I didn't like it when it came when it.
That was
Shit was
already out.
ass.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
that was the radio hit, wasn't it?
It was one of them. But we got
Y'all was knocking that, talking about y'all was arguing with us about what did I
I
miss.
didn't like that one. I don't think.
I like, what did I miss was cool. Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't like
said it was trash.
On the promo, it was cool.
I didn't like it like that. It was.
It was decent. All I'm saying is for niggas to say he ain't shit, niggas show can't name nobody else that's holding the culture
I
down.
never said he ain't shit. He's definitely not the one holding the culture down.
Who is?
He's more popular. That's it. He came out. He been gone for 2 years, nigga. He what holding it down was he doing then?
Name
I'ma
the
tell you,
niggas
what was
who
he
won.
doing then?
If Kendrick, for what
I already told you, it's never no one nigga that can hold hip hop down.
it should never be that way.
He
It should
stepped
never-
back because he's saying, okay, y'all saying I'm not holding it down. Cool. I'm going to step
Nigga,
down.
step back 'cause he got put in
and
the
let's-
casket.
Let's see who's going to hold it down. Then he came
I'ma tell
back
you
and
this.
said to be the king, you got to lead the way. I don't know how you don't like that bar. That's your phrase.
But he
lead the
nigga,
way.
I never said I didn't like every
Like
bar.
Messiah said.
I never said
He
he
didn't
didn't
catch it.
I never said he didn't like. I didn't like a lot of his bars. The whole point was, nigga, he got put 6 feet, nigga. That's why he stepped back, nigga. He got buried. It wasn't because of nothing else.
I'm gonna say this: when Kendrick drop another album, I hope we have the same energy. I hope we have the same. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: he won't do it just to get out of a label deal. We won't make excuses. Either the album's going to be great or it's going to be trash, and I'm going to be very critical. Real talk. I'm going to be very critical.
You ain't never gonna objectively rate a Kendrick album, bro.
Here we go.
You're never gonna do that.
Okay, but I will. And I'm going to tell you this right now. We're not going to have these much excuses as far as why the album isn't great.
That's
And we're
facts.
not going to say the single he put out is trash. Because I'm going to tell you the song he did with Heed, I Cupcake with My Girl too. That song, that he was featured on that. Okay, but it was on that song.
Okay,
with
let's
Heed.
do this.
That verse, that's post GNX. That shit was fire.
Let me pull up your Apple Music. You listen to Apple Music, right? You pull up your Spotify. Let me see what's your last recent searches.
It was the Drake.
No, let me see. No, pass the Drake. You see, he asked me what I'm listening to, right? You see what I'm listening to?
Go to it. That was my last little recent was.
What is he trying to prove on me? What is he?
Zero GNX in here. He literally just said he listened to GNX. It's zero. The nigga got country grammar on his bitch.
Oh, got it. He said catch the grammar. That nigga went through the whole algorithm.
Nigga, that's Section 80?
That's Section 80 missing him around.
Niggas not listening to GNX. Nigga cap.
So what I'll say is that it all depends because people caught pleas for Kendrick when people said I didn't think To Pimp a Butterfly was trash at all. I thought it was classic, but the pleas that people caught was the award, right? The jazz, the Thundercat influence, all these things where a lot of people said it's just trash. We don't rock with it. So I think on both sides, people are gonna come out and cop pleas regardless. So I think when his album comes out and there's something on it that isn't like, people are gonna say, well, you have to still factor in all these other things before just saying something is trash completely.
But you got an Uber Eat order?
Hey.
All right, so look, let me ask y'all this, right? Do y'all think streaming is killing podcasting? And how is streaming doing it as far as the image of the black man, right? Because right now you got Dean, you got Andrew and Bronner acting a motherfucking fool on every stream, going crazy. It's entertaining as fuck, but what is the overall image of niggas being put out there? And I feel like streaming, your dopamine receptors are getting hit so much because they doing so much crazy shit that if you go from watching a stream to a pod, 9 times out of 10, you gonna turn the pod off because niggas just talking. It ain't no bitches on that motherfucker getting drunk, going crazy. It's just two different worlds to me, and I feel like the streaming world is slowly edging out the podding world.
All it is real world revamped. We grew up on real world, so it's just real world revamped. So it's not recorded, so nothing's being edited out unless it is, but it's live. So who doesn't like reality? It's just a live form of reality TV. That's it. It's just another version. All they do is recreate the same shit and represent it to you. So unfortunately, people are still aware of the camera just as we are. Why sometimes when we are aware, we will say certain things certain ways, whether you think you are or aren't, you are. So same way you play things down, people play things up. Unfortunately, our people, they like to do it the buffoonery way. Some of our people, we call it shucking and jiving, cooning, sampling, call it what you like. That's what's taking place. Now, is it an extension of who he is? Adrian Broner, when he was at his best, I think genuinely and naturally is an actual funny guy. What I do see now is he's on a massive decline, and at this point, he's just doing what he know best. And so he's trying hard.
That nigga low-key taking over the stream.
With that situation,
But I think I think it's something for everybody. Even if it's just like a million different channels. I think the biggest part was fucking up everything from podcasting to music to streaming is that they want to control the algorithm too much. If you just let it genuinely be out, people put their content out and then go to the people that actually want to see your content, I think things will be in a better space. But they're forcing a lot of these people on you that I don't even care to see. Like, I don't watch no streamers. So that shit come through my algorithm. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? But outside of that, I think that's the problem with it.
Yeah, I think streaming is just no publicity or bad publicity is still good, right? So I think we're at a point where the more you destroy yourselves for people to see, the more accolades you get. That's just where we are right now. So Adrian Broner really needs a helping hand, right? He really needs to have an intervention. He really needs somebody to say, hey, you can never come back over here, until you drop 50 pounds and you're clean for 5-6 months, whatever it is, and then maybe we could talk. But that isn't going to get profit. That isn't going to get views. So him crashing out, getting mad at bitches because they didn't kiss him, almost beating up the Dean dude, he is spiraling, but that is what's going to make the stream go even more and more viral. So it's a weird situation because the people and the streamers have to come to a point where, what do you value when you lay down at night? Because yes, your demise is getting you more accolades and more money, but when you lay down at night, your real life is in shambles. So I think there's like almost a power struggle within these people of, I know my life is fucked up and I want to fix it, but the more I fix it, the less money I make, the less publicity I get, the less popular I become. So it's almost like they're forced with this dilemma to, do I fuck my life up more for the money, or do I go back to being better and lose all of this that I'm already so much addicted to? So these people got to start waking up and making that decision and just standing on it. To me,
Are they the smart ones, and then are the ones that's, trying to be them real selves on the camera, the dumb ones? Because are they taking the Charleston White route where I'm playing a character? As long as they believe it and I'm getting paid, it don't matter. They want me to come up here and act a buffoon. It is what it is. I know what the fuck going on, and the check's still clearing.
I just think it's even getting to the point where we just don't really know these people, and I think these are these people. Like it's no way you get to a point, like, we're creatures of habits, so you can create a habit long enough to where you might want to expect somebody to be a certain way, but they've been doing this long enough to where this is them now. This might be a chapter in their life where you just was on goofy time. That's how you might view it. And I think they reach a level to the point, like some of these streamers, to the point where they really don't care what people think. And once they reach that level, they're able to live, ironically, better than most people because they're not valuing the opinions of others. And they're just, like you said, they get in the bag. For the most part, to them, they probably having fun living reckless like that, living life with no rules. You doing what you want for the most part, and you getting money off the streaming shit. So I think they might so be the smart ones, because everything that a lot of people worry about, like you said, it just depends on who you are as a person. If you care about having character, morals, and certain things, then yes, a lot of things you're not gonna do. But if you are people that don't come from certain stuff, you don't care. You don't get your bag because people ain't gonna remember all that shit in another 100 years when all those people that had opinions about you are dead.
And I think it's easy for a lot of these people to turn the other way because they don't really have to see the negative effects of what they're doing. So I think it's when you're in the room and you just stream every day and you run into people here and there, it doesn't really give you the viewpoint of the effects you're actually having on everyday people. So I think they get to avoid some of the accountability and maybe would move differently if they got to actually see more in real life how this shit is actually negatively affecting the children coming up.
Yeah, like Messiah mentioned the algorithm. Lizzo came out and said that marketing for media or your music or anything is pretty much dead. It's null and void because the algorithm does not show your stuff to your following. It don't matter how many followers you got, the algorithm suppresses your content to force you to pay to get it seen. And even when you pay to get it seen, sometimes it still don't get seen. I know I done boosted posts before, and I'm like, damn, I got more views before the goddamn boost. It seemed like the boost suppressed the shit down even more. Well, Joe Lim from the New York Magazine, they released an article that says he estimates that 90% of what you see on the internet is advertising in disguise. It's basically bots. He said for 3 years, Lim ran a company called Floodify, which at its peak operated 65,000 dummy social media accounts used to drum up attention on behalf of paying clients. The point of this kind of marketing is that nobody's supposed to notice it, but lately the machinery has started to show. So they used Justin Bieber headlining Coachella as an example. So Coachella, as y'all all know, is one of the biggest stages in pop music. Basically, the only thing bigger than that maybe is the damn Super Bowl. So the weekend that Justin Bieber performed, on both weekends, they had a Discord server writer, Lane Brown, who had been monitoring hosted paid campaigns for Bieber's Coachella performance, offering clippers, people who are hired to turn a song, trailer, interview, stump speech, or whatever into a short, social media friendly fragment as much as $1 per 1,000 views. So they got a whole team of clippers to clip any and everything regarded to Bieber, related to Bieber, the 2 weekends he was on Coachella. So your entire timeline, whether you followed it or not, you were seeing Justin Bieber for those 2 weekends. And he's saying that you think these are just regular people. We got 65,000 fake accounts doing this shit.
It's easier to see too now because you're going to click on it. You can go click on in the comments, go click on 10 comments, and it'll be a page with no subscribers, not following nobody, never posted nothing, no picture, nothing.
India.
It's like you're clearly a bot. But I also think this is why the numbers are down on YouTube, is because there's some sort of struggle between YouTube and the advertisers. YouTube doesn't want to pay a certain amount of money to these advertisers that they're asking, and so therefore they're going to limit the viewership because they don't want to keep giving out that money to these advertisers. I truly think that's what's going on right now, and once they figure that out, they'll be able to increase the algorithm or the views the algorithm gets.
And he says everybody is doing this, and says if you're not doing it, you're behind. And he says it's being done on every app, and it's fooling people on every app, and it's not just music, but it's across entertainment, politics, consumer products, and celebrity gossip. 90% of what you see is paid advertisement used to run a narrative. 90%. So if you don't pay somebody to run a narrative for you, you fighting damn near an unbeatable battle. Like even Mr. Beast views right now cut in half. They nuked about 60,000 AI-centered YouTube accounts saying that they have inauthentic content, but they're still running ads on the accounts that they nuked. So the creators ain't getting paid, but YouTube's still running ads, and they taking 100% of the profit, where they would have to split it with the creator. So hey,
it's no
cold hustle.
It's no different than how the record industry. It's just the new version again, a remix. When you wanted your record played and to stay in what we call an algorithm today, but stay in rotation,
Airwaves.
for people, the airwaves, you paid the radio stations. Remember when we actually used to listen to radio, and particularly the songs that you definitely didn't care for, at some point it became catchy to you because you heard the motherfucker. If you ever listened to the radio, been on a road trip when we were growing up, you would hear a song 4-5 times within the hour.
Facts.
Whether you like the song or not.
It's still going on like that.
So it's the same thing. They just find a way to modernize certain things. Certain things have been set forth in our lives, the way the system is ran. They just have to continue to recreate it. It's like a 2.0 version. It's like Microsoft. You just keep upgrading it. Same shit, you just upgrading it.
I think this really started too. I mean, I can't pinpoint for sure, but if you look back at that first election with Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, I think that's when it really started. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when Elon Musk took control of Twitter and turned it into X, they tried to investigate Jack Dorsey for having a certain amount of bots coming on Twitter to discuss certain conversations that were pro-left and anti-right, et cetera. So I think that's when it really started and people realized, I mean, you're saying, but obviously before then as well, but for this sort of platform and technology, I think that's when it really started because they realized we can literally, we're already doing it, but even more, we can shape the way these people think and their actions by just making it seem like you're actually talking to somebody real that's not even real. So it's a crazy thing.
That's wild to understand you on there arguing with a bot.
Arguing with a fucking bot.
And the technology is so advanced that this bot it's like, it's made.
The bot, the bot responds like AI.
Yeah, and it's like, so pretty much the angrier you get, the more it's going to respond.
Yep.
And if you realize you can talk to a bot all day. It's never going to stop responding. That's the thing, and and it only plays on what you don't like. So if they say something to you that's negative and you respond, all they're going to do is take it up a step further.
And this is why a nigga learn not to even respond to a lot of comments. You can't even take it serious.
It's like they claim that YouTube is aiming towards boosting smaller channels and smaller content creators, and they're going away from the bigger channels. Like they're claiming that Mr. Beast's viewership dropped 50% over the past year, but they're rechanneling that to focus on smaller creators. But then you talk to smaller creators, and they gonna tell you the exact opposite. Nigga, I've been getting suppressed. Fuck are they talking about? Where does the tension going? So it sounds like they found a glitch in the matrix into robbing creators, literally. You created all this content. We're going to now say we can't pay you for it because it's inauthentic, but we still get paid on the inauthentic content.
What's even crazy, I was going through some of our shit, and I had to realize I think I was talking to a bot. Because they kept asking, how are people getting all these views?
No,
they did. I'm saying, but you know, switch up your content, bro. They did give me, but when I didn't realize until I seen 5-6 different accounts on every page.
Different videos.
Yeah, different videos. I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
That's the new one.
Oh, they got
I
me.
just started seeing it yesterday.
I barely was aware of that was going on. I usually only respond to people I know. So now seeing that, thinking I'm trying to do due diligence and help somebody, it's a fucking bot. Like I'm done even responding there. I'm cool.
No more.
YouTube trying to act like they're being the modern day Robin Hood for a creator. So we're gonna take the views away from the big guys and give it to the little guys, but that's not really what it is. That's just a distraction while they figure out whatever it is they figure out. But as soon as they do, they're gonna go back to giving it to them and fucking the small creators.
They already got it figured out. They just don't want to tell us. That's why stuff like this is getting exposed, and they want you to think that you have a chance without paying to play. So it's really just wild unless you're just doing some shit to go viral at this point.
Hey, so what y'all think gonna happen with this Chud case? It got social media split, and a lot of people are showing their hands. I seen Alex Jones jump out there and take up for Chud. I seen a couple other white creators jump out there. I even seen some white politicians jump out there. Oh, free Chud. We need to get Chud out. So they're taking the side of white is right. They don't even care about the details of the case because witnesses say that Chud reached for his weapon before the altercation because the whole thing was they were trying to paint the picture. Dude attacked Chud and then Chud defended himself. No, Chud was reaching for his weapon as he was agitating the situation before dude even reacted. So everybody is thinking this is open and shut. He got a history of targeting black people. Now you starting to see the racist white people trying to paint a different picture of him, showing a few interactions where the house Negroes was sucking his dick and he was being nice to him while ignoring all of these other videos over here where he pepper spraying and calling people the hardy R's. They're trying to paint him like he's an angel, and he raised, I think, enough to get bailed out because they set his bail 1.2, so the 10%. He raised 100 and something thousand. The court said they're gonna block the GoFundMe. So shout out to them because this bitch ass nigga need to sit in there. Is he gonna exercise his First Amendment right in there with them black inmates and them black guards telling them they chimping out and they hardy yards?
Hell no, he not.
You seen the look on that man's face? That was the look of defeat. That was the look of scared. That was the look of like what dumbass chimping out I was doing. Like he lost his mind literally in those seconds. And like when we were just talking about this, I said niggas be doing all this shit, but because they never had to stand in front of that damn judge. And now we seeing it play out in real life with this nigga. And for the judge, a white judge, to make his bail 1.22 million, to me that don't sound like he trying to let him out. He ain't trying to give you no leeway. He don't care. You probably looking at you like you done made our white look crazy. So to the point of I don't see him doing that, and he probably over there niggas is putting BTA on him because I don't see him acting that way. But niggas are gonna be pressing your line. What's up with all that shit you was doing? And he has so much evidence on himself of documented shit that they can bring in court on him. It might be an open and shut. But I have seen stranger things. But from what I'm seeing, if he gets out, that nigga's for sure a plant or whatever else they chose to use him for. Outside of that, it's an open and shut case. Like he has no win with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Chud is
absolutely not. Bottom line, there's no way you can defend this, whether it was satire, whatever it's bullshit. When you start with bullshit only magnifies bullshit. So this is the consequences of his bullshit. Whether he believed it or not, when you play stupid games, you will win stupid prizes every single time at some point. Hey, you might have had your run. It was fun while it lasted. Your 15 minutes of fame are up. Reality has set in, and now you have to deal with the consequences. You ain't made enough money to even bail out. So it clearly wasn't worth it.
It was so funny about people like Chud and other white creators is they sit up here on this pedestal and act like they're so smart and they're so tapped in, but in reality, you got worked. You were on social media all day and you got radicalized. You got radicalized by the right-wing bots, by the right-wing politicians and content creators, and you actually somewhere in your mind believed that white males in America don't have freedom of speech or white males in America can't move around how they want to. So really, you're talking about niggas are chimps. You the chimp. You're the goofy. Because you got radicalized on a cell phone, went out there and thought that people were actually gonna stand up for you when you did some stupid ass shit. Even the cops came to bro a couple times like, hey man, I don't know. You know, I could see why they wanna fight you. You saying the N-word, like what do you expect? And you thought because social media kept telling you and all these people that, again, they wanna see you crash out. That's what they want. They want you to go out there, call somebody a monkey or whatever, and they wanna see you get beat the fuck up or that person get killed. The bystanders don't care. We watching a gladiator fight. So we
Fact.
want to see blood regardless. But this is your real life. Now you got to actually go sit down for some bullshit that you got radicalized about, all because you couldn't really come to terms that you're white, you got all the privilege in the world, and you still couldn't fucking make it. Point blank, period. So now you want to go and take it out on black Americans and make it our fault. No, nigga, it's your fault. Do better. You got all the resources in the world, nigga. You walking around the Aryan Brotherhood, suspenders, doing all type of crazy shit. You got all the resources to do what you needed to do, and instead you went and you took your free will as a white American to go and chastise blacks, and now you sitting in that fucking cell, and I hope you sit and you rot in there, and I really hope somebody poke your dumb ass up too, because that's what you really need. Fucking cracker ass nigga. Because I'm kind of tired of this shit. Alex Jones, Jake Shields, all you white niggas out there standing on business, y'all ain't on shit, bro. Alex Jones, nothing. I hope chickens come home to roost, bro.
Facts. Jake
already
Shields,
coming.
fuck Jake Shields. Oh man, I looked into him and I changed my mind. Nah, fuck all that. And like you pointed out, white privilege. That is prime example of white privilege. He's so privileged that he wants to experience being oppressed like black people. He got so much advantage, they want to have fucking disadvantage as well. It's like, goddamn.
He was. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, cook.
No, I wasn't finna say that. I'm just like, the nigga was so bored with life, he woke up. Like, what place in your right mind you woke up and decided that was a good idea? I'm just gonna start fucking with niggas.
And Chud was the dude. Chud is the white dude that wanted to be cool with the black dudes.
Facts.
That's really what this shit is. You wanted to be cool with the black dudes. You wanted to listen to the music and try to be like us. And niggas clowned you every day because you not like us. And therefore you had a negative outlook. You was already fucking the black girl, right? We're getting
she was fucking you.
Fucking you. You
Fucking
got a
him.
dildo on your ass, you weird ass nigga. It's like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. You wanted to be us, and most of these niggas want to be us, and they hate what we have. Because at the end of the day, we have an aura and we have a presence about ourselves that even with all this oppression, all this negative propaganda, people still flock to us. People still anoint us as the chosen ones. Regardless, and niggas can't stand that. So instead of joining us, they try to beat us, and that's what he's doing. And now
He had a big case of an identity crisis.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Nigga never knew who he was, and he tried to become something. Thought he was the Joker or something. Bitch nigga thought he was gonna be something. He thought this shit. He really thought it was GTA or something or a movie.
Hey, so how y'all said about this is really he wasn't accepted by us or he was picked on. Real spill. I spent that time in there, so I was chopping it up with a skinhead. He reformed, but we chopping it up on some just life shit. And he like, hey man, Rod, you know how I became like this? Cause we chopping up, hey man, how you get like this? Become a skinhead. He said, man, I'm from Sacramento, bro. I went to an all-black school. He said I was the only white kid. I didn't know nothing about street shit. And the motherfuckers used to pick on me, beat me up every day. I said, I can see why a motherfucker would hate. But what got him was, he said one day, it was a group of dudes, some skinheads, and they said, hey, come here. And they said, hey, you want them to stop messing with you? And he was like, yeah, I just want protection. That's how this nigga became a skinhead. He got picked on by us. I can understand a nigga like, hey,
Nah, you have valid hatred.
He was on some higher learning shit.
Yeah.
And then somebody, your savior, who look like you, even though they on some demon time, the niggas that's messing with you look like the opposite of you. And then here come your savior. So that's a real thing. Not being funny or facetious. That's a real thing. That's how but talking to him, I'm giving that man grace because in there, you know how it is in there. We separated by our race. The man was like, man, I don't even really, he said, man, dude, you cool. I don't even feel like that. I hate that. He's like, my tattoos, I'm trying to get them lasered off. And I'm like, bro, like we had a real human being experience behind them walls. So a lot of hatred do stem from hurt people.
Right.
Hey, so white privilege is a real thing. For the people that don't know what white privilege is the unearned social, economic, and political advantages that white people experience in societies marked by racial disparities. So it is the social advantage that benefits white individuals relative to non-white people under similar circumstances, often without the conscious recognition by those who benefit from it. Because you often hear white people in the comments saying, where's my white privilege? Where's my white privilege? White privilege,
nigga, that's what you get, nigga.
right, white privilege does not mean every single white person will have an easy life It does not mean that white people don't struggle or won't struggle. What it means is that the white race is less likely to be a source of disadvantage compared to people from racial minority groups. Example, you're less likely to be stopped by the police. You get the benefit of the doubt. Your race is blindly seen as more intelligent. So you have the better outlook of damn near every aspect of life just because you're white. That is the white privilege. Now, if you fuck that up and blow it like Chud did, that is your fault. But that does not mean that the system itself was not set up to give you an advantage. Bro, there's been how many studies that shows a white felon has more opportunities than a black college graduate? They were giving white felons jobs over black people who had master's degrees, doctorate degrees. They was giving housing to damn near homeless white people just because they was white over a black family who had way better income and who had way better credit. That is an example of white privilege. Does that mean every single white person on planet Earth gonna have an easy life? No. But given the averages, the white people are gonna have a better chance of a better outcome than niggas or minorities, period. We got a uphill battle where they don't.
And I actually think white privilege plays into the reason as to why he didn't get touched sooner. You're gonna keep it 100 because, you know, we've had talks about, oh, why didn't, you know, black people go and do something to him, which I think, you know, finally somebody did. But I do think there was that fear of, even if he's saying an N-word and antagonizing me, whatever,
They gonna look at me like I'm wrong.
as soon as I touch him, I don't want to do that. So I think that's white privilege in itself. You thinking niggas aren't standing on, you know, free speech or whatever it is. It's like, bro, we understand what this shit really is. If I touch you, it's a 50-50 chance. It's a flip of a coin. If I'm innocent or you not. And it's your word against mine. It's white America's word against mine. Do I really want to take that chance? So I think that is white privilege in itself. He wasn't just walking around untouched because niggas didn't want to really do nothing to him. I think any grown man has to think about those consequences before they make an action. And I think that's what a lot of us did. I got kids at home. I got a job. I got all of this shit to do. I'm not gonna get the benefit of the doubt. My boss see the headline. I'm cooked. It ain't no, hey, buddy, what happened?
And that's crazy because he tried to exercise his white privilege of what he was doing, but he did it in the wrong way. He didn't use it to sprout himself. He tried to use the white privilege like I can do what I want. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with, as long as I'm fucking with the blacks. You know, that's part of
That's
us.
white privilege in itself because you know you can get away with fucking with
I
niggas.
think it's another P word that we should call it. See, privilege is a nice liberal way of saying power, motherfucker. That's white power. That's what the skinheads call it, white power, brother. Right. They call it power. So what he understood was there's a chance that this could go wrong, which over time you fight long enough, you will lose. So that's just what it is. But to have the audacity, the audaciousness, that's a type of power. Nigga, I know that I can go out here and just test the waters. Like you just said, a collective group of black people in this country were hesitant for specific reasons. Where on the reverse side, he was like, I'm gonna try it.
I'm really turned up.
Because I got power. And I'm gonna test this power.
But at the same time, it showed that all black people are not violent. And that's the thing, the stigma that we have. Like, y'all expect everybody to be a crash out because they black. Every black person ain't known that. That's why he never was in positions or in areas where he knew niggas would crash out. That was the only difference. That really showed more of, even though niggas looked at them like they was weak, but it's like, nigga, this their regular life. Everybody don't got the capacity like do that. They look at the way you look at a crackhead or somebody else on the streets. What I mean is the psyche, crazy. They look at street niggas, regular people, look at you like that. Like, you're crazy, nigga. How would you even go commit a crime? How would you even be capable of doing that? So I think that's where niggas need to have grace when it comes to our people. But I do understand, like, everybody frustrated and mad, like, why they didn't big crash this nigga? But Cud knew what he was strategically doing. And his white power was an illusion because he thought he had some power. Now he realizing in them chains that power ain't working.
And white privilege is the ability to be racist, and then when the race you're being racist to responds and rebuttals and calls you out on it, you get to rage bait and gaslight them and say, oh, you're making everything about race. Why are you making this about race? Because that's their number one tactic. The entire United States is built on racism, slavery. To acknowledge that fact to them, you're living in the past. But the same group of people will tell you, never forget 9/11. Never forget the Holocaust. So That is white privilege, to never have to look past your hurt, but tell every other race on the planet, just get over it.
Yeah, you know, if Nick Fuentes is telling you to stop, you fucked up. You sucked
wow.
all the way up. If Nick Fuentes is saying, I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel for you, you're cooked to me.
So this is another example of why cultures with non-European cultures are hesitant to deal with Europeans or white people, because time and time again you've shown if you get in proximity with them, give them some kind of grace, anything, they'll pull you in, suck you in, drag you down, and beat you with experience. They will do that over and over and over again. Now, I'm speaking from what we have all witnessed with our eyes. Not that I live my life like this. I don't have many bad
You're not walking around like, but you.
I don't have bad experiences with Caucasians, but I'm not oblivious, is what I'm explaining to you. And so I always want to point that out. Don't walk around to try to resonate with your people and try to act like you've lived that black experience. There's many black experiences, and it doesn't always have to be that part of it, the negative side. But don't be oblivious or naive to the fact that what we're talking about is a real thing.
It was a great social experiment too, because you kind of got to see real life compared to online. Because again, we talk about Alex Jones, Jake Shields, all these right-wing creators, like, you know, they trying to help him out. But in a lot of those live videos, you had white people a block long, 4 or 5 bars, like, get this dude the fuck out of here. And those was white dudes. You had a white dude in the cowboy hat. Everybody would assume off first look was racist. Right. But he checked Chud, like, hold on, my best friend is black that's in his bar. You got to bounce, bro. You got to get up out of here. You seen that a lot of times on his stream where it was like, even a lot of white people was like, hey, this dude is just, he's doing too much, compared to online where you see a lot of this shit flourish. I'm not saying that it doesn't flourish in real life, because it does, but you really do get to see in a way how the perception of things have changed in real time.
Sort of like a necessary evil, because you got to see that all white people not racist, and you got to see that all black people not extremely violent. So you're right. It did play out. You have to see some of the positives in it, but fuck that nigga. Like,
Oh God,
Definitely. All that First Amendment, Second Amendment, what he showed was he thought his white privilege was going to let him abuse those forever, and he crapped out. That's literally what he's showing you.
Rest in piss to Chud the Builder.
Definitely. I hope he get every single year.
Oh God,
I don't care what he get, but if he probably in there getting fucked over though.
They already got somebody else imitating him back outside in Nashville itself. I don't know his name, but he's been going viral.
Oh, y'all seen a black dude that was recreating that?
You with the other white dude?
Yeah, that was funny to me though. I was crying laughing.
You talking about the gap tooth white boy took his hat? Tell me California, nigga.
Nah,
I got his hat.
It was that one dude. The black dude was doing. He put a white face. He was playing Chud, and he had the white boy.
Yeah, and the black face.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah,
that's the same one. Yeah, he like, look at him chimping out. Yeah,
Well, even that
but it was
white
funny
dude,
as hell though.
I don't know if y'all remember. He was pouring grape swishers and chicken in a. Y'all remember that shit?
Nah, I remember.
didn't see that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh,
I'm
he was
like,
doing buck too.
Nah, yeah, you don't remember him?
Nah,
Like,
I didn't-
cooking like a nigga. Yeah,
I
cooking like a
think so.
nigga.
Yeah, that was
in the
shit. Yeah.
Hey, I got.
That was dark comedy. That was dark
That shit
comedy.
was
I could
comedy,
laugh
though.
at.
I ain't gonna lie.
I couldn't even knock it. And then him doing that with a black creator, I looked at it a little different. So I'm like, okay, cool. They
In real life,
they really on some funny shit. Yeah.
That's why I said some racist jokes do be comedy. Nigga, fried chicken with Hennessy.
It's like when it fit the stereotype, you can't do nothing but laugh. Like,
So
shit.
with this proved, this segment and the first segment, it really just boils down to perspective and objective and how we see things, because we're going to view it different. It's not that necessarily someone's take on said subjects are wrong. Now, some shit you just be like, hey, that's far the fuck out. And so I think this is my view.
Right.
What we really getting at is a lot of you niggas with y'all takes, y'all just far out with the shit. You can have your opinion, your perspective, and it makes some sense, because okay, I didn't see it that way. It's just motherfuckers embellishing. They are living through these niggas. It's not how we was clowning each other. Like, you know this nigga? That's how it's playing out right now. People acting like we know these niggas. We don't. We just talking. It's something to talk about. All right, y'all. It's barbershop talk. God damn.
Let me clean it up. Bro, I had to clean that up.
Nah, because you know how they finna look at that. But I want to say this though, man. Perception is reality. And we talk about the 400 years thing, how people overlook it. And this is just really to our people at the end of the day. One thing I have started to understand is that the biggest key is that through all the suffering and all the stuff that our ancestors went through and the stuff that we still, the uphill battle, we're more so taught just to survive and not how to live. I think we need to make it more of a point of living. I think that is one of the keys that we're missing as Black people in general. This is why we're still not rising in every demographic way, in my opinion, because we're proud about being survivors. You know? Yeah. So it keeps us in a certain mental state, I believe, in my opinion.
I talked about that already, about the upper limit in a few episodes ago, but I think that's where we really are stuck, is we've been conditioned to only think we deserve a certain level of happiness. And so that's why we're not really able to get, there's obviously other factors as well, but that's why a lot of us are not able to reach new heights and break through that ceiling, is because we're still stuck on that plane of, well, this is subconsciously what I deserve because this is what we've been programmed to believe. So
Yeah, I read a study somewhere where they said about 80% of your thoughts daily are reoccurring, and majority of those are negative. So most people throughout the week have reoccurring negative thoughts. They don't really think outside of the scope of what they think every day, and 90% of the time it's probably some negative, fucked up shit. Damn, I gotta wake up, go to work, don't want to go to work. Motherfuckers be going to bed saying they don't want to wake up tomorrow because they don't want to go to work. I stopped saying that myself. Like, I don't want to get up tomorrow. Nigga, if you die flatline, that's damn near what you asking the universe for you not to wake up.
And this is why some people experience the same things. This is why some people experience the same type of toxic relationships, because you go in with the same mindset you went in the last one with. And like you said, you're regurgitating, so you're really repeating your same experiences. Like, far as like you go to work, I get to go to work. I get to go to the store. I get to put gas in my car. I get to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't get to do that. So I think it's small things of a perception of how you can observe your attitude of gratitude. And once you have that, it does do numbers on changing things, because the more you find things to complain about, your life is still just going to keep going more to shit. It's not helping. There is no in between. What I mean is, you have to make that choice to start controlling and pushing things in your mind, in your own algorithm, or just accept the consequences of the latter. Yeah, and the latter is always going to be negative or positive. But at the same time, you can't think 23 hours a day negative and 1 hour positive and expect positive shit in your life.
But that's what people are literally doing, because it says you have about 60,000 different thoughts a day. You do. 80% are negative and 95% are repetitive.
And so
go ahead, bro.
So you said 1 hour out the day, which I wanted to say, although you can't spend the majority of your day like that, I'm very adamant about the first hour of your day and the last hour of your day before bed. How you start your day and how you end your day is those are the most two important hours of the day to me. I'm projecting. So how they tell you never go to bed angry, upset, negative. So how you say you got people going to bed dreading the next day. How are you? I seen Kevin Gates, shout out the show. He liked Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates talked about, man, you ever get 8 hours of sleep but still wake up tired?
Facts.
That's a real thing, because you went to sleep. Yeah, you really slept 8 hours, but you was whole time
your brain was
not asleep. You was not rested. So you need to wind down. That's why they tell you don't look at your cell phone before bed. Stuff like that. Don't look at nothing negative. Same way in the daytime. So they tell you don't be on your phone prior to bed. They also tell you don't be on your phone. Don't look at nothing negative prior to going to sleep. Don't look at nothing negative upon waking up. You see the trend? I just want to say that.
I like that you said that, because I started actually applying that. And what I mean, the attitude of gratitude of like being grateful before you go to bed, and then you be grateful when you wake up. Like, you still setting the tone for your day.
Correct.
And I think it keeps you in a better energy. You wake up, as soon as your feet touch the floor, you thanking God, or you just being grateful for wherever you at, I should say. And then eventually over time, I believe you will have more things to be grateful for. Or even throughout the day, you start to figure that out. You get food, then you're grateful for this. Even if you're just doing it in your own mind, I think that's better. Your aura, your energy would be 100% different than somebody that's pessimistic, where we know that negative energy, you can feel that as soon as it walk through the door.
It's crazy because, and I can put the study in the YouTube comments, but there's a study about, if you have Apple Watch or any kind of watch, a lot of people have these sleeping apps. Mm-hmm. And when you wake up, first thing people do is check the app, and it'll be like, you got 6 hours of sleep, your sleep was at 50%, so you had a bad sleep. They did a study and it says that your thought of looking at that and saying, oh, it was bad is more powerful than the actual bad sleep you had. So if you had 6 hours of sleep and you woke up kind of feeling kind of tired, but you like, I'm gonna power through the day, you'll have a more positive outlook than if you looked at the watch and said, oh, I only got 6 hours. It's telling me I got a bad sleep, so I got a bad sleep. So literally whatever you tell yourself is what is going to project out in front of you.
The only good thing about that also is that a positive thought is maybe more like 100 times stronger than a negative thought. But the difference is you piled on the negative thoughts, like you were just saying, at 80%. So if you was able to combat that, that's why people have affirmations. This is why people tell you to get into the good book. This is why. So you have, the only way you fight the darkness is with light. And you have to replace those things. Because just imagine if every thought you downloaded all, because it takes time, because it has to go in your subconscious mind. So you still have a window of replacing those and changing those patterns.
Like I'm the type, when I first wake up, that first hour, I don't even want to talk.
Facts.
It ain't because I'm mad. It ain't because nothing wrong. I just want to hear the birds chirping. I just want to download the positivity. I don't want to be asked no questions. No, that's the worst thing. You wake up, motherfucker, just get to going. Like, that's why I think people who work 9 to 5 super early, you get stuck in that negative mind easy, because as soon as you wake up, you going straight to work. As soon as you go straight to work, what? You doing something you hate 9 times out of 10 just for the paycheck. Then you got to put on the fake smile for the coworkers. You got to look at the dumbass memes they showing you that be 5 minutes long. You waiting for the punchline.
What you do this weekend?
Yeah. Like, so.
You know you don't get it in. You know how I live. Like, you, hey, what you do this weekend, Rock? So you want the rundown. But you ever notice I don't ask y'all what y'all, because I know y'all didn't do shit.
Exactly. I don't ask them.
And I don't give a damn
I
what y'all
don't
do.
care. You didn't do shit, and I'm gonna be real. Most of your coworkers typically be losers. They don't got no power at home. Them niggas was gangsters in the streets. Man, I be listening to niggas. Man, I can't like this picture. This nigga got bodies.
Oh,
this
God.
nigga got 2 felonies, and niggas scared to like a picture on Facebook or Instagram. Those be your coworkers. Them be your
Your girl let you post that? How you post that? You get away with that?
Because, nigga, I'm a man. That's why, nigga, I'm a man. I got balls. One right here.
This
and
is
here.
the rule. If you're going to show your coworker a meme, it better be 30 seconds or less. Stop pulling out them 5-minute memes, waiting for the punchline, and 4 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm not trying to watch that shit.
They gotta go look for it. Like, hold on, let me find it. Like, oh, what that shit to do? I can't sit
The
there.
fact y'all still watching it is crazy.
You know, nigga pull the phone out and be like, look.
That's what a nigga trying to be too courteous. See, what I'm supposed to be seeing right here, nigga? Like, nah, nigga, I ain't finna do all that. Matter of fact, just stop showing me shit
I
like
see that nigga later, so it's like,
Yeah, but come up with something else. I ain't even really into all that. So I'm on a social media detox, nigga.
I got to start using that one. Hey, but y'all like the video, hype the video, man. This is a good one.
Praise God.
We gonna get up out of here, man. Viral way or nowhere. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all got any final words?
best in the West and best in the world, the viral way.
Aim to strive, not survive.
Oh, man, don't look down unless there's money on the ground.
Hey, hold on. Show hit us with the Rick Ross. Nigga said I gotta use the bathroom. Never came back.
Nah, sure already told us. He already told us
Get
what's
the
going
fuck up
on.
out of here, man. Viral way, man. Bang.
Game.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.